Hi, everyone. Chris here, I'm your GM for Ventures in Varlindel. I am back with unfortunate tech issues once again. You have tuned in for session 3, which we recorded 2 weeks ago. We will be playing again tonight. Today is 7/11. So as I'm going through and editing this and making my notes, there is about an hour and 4 minutes of no player or music audio in this for whatever reason. It seems like OBS at some point stuttered during the recording and switched scenes before I could notice. So it does come back. I will put the timestamps here and here of when it starts and when it starts and when it ends. So you can jump to those times if you would like to just listen to the player audio. I will keep my audio in because I will repeat a lot of what my players say anyway. There's obviously going to be a big break in immersion from it, but I do just want to let you all know. But anyway, please enjoy Session 3 of Ventures in Varlindel. And everyone, I'd like to welcome you to Episode 3 of Ventures in Varlindel.
Woo!
Alright. I'm going to turn down my tavern music.
Turn
Just a
down
little
for
bit
what?
for me. So I can hear myself.
Not allowed.
And
Hold up.
let's do our recap. Alright. During the second day of the Cindershard Festival, within the hollow of Korabaldor, a reluctant party found themselves thrust into action as a strange incursion burst from the Embermane's personal mine. Quickly coming to the defense of the outmanned city guard, our players not only handily dealt with the aggressive threat, but also cornered and killed the seeming kobold leader. Exiting the Embermane mine, the party were introduced and thanked by Ariset Teakbrow, the leader of the personal guard to the Embermane family and one of the higher-ups in the Steel Vale. Teakbrow explained that the guards require the party to stay within the city so they can be debriefed by the Steel Vale. However, they may need to wait until after the festival concludes. After some brief discussion, Teakbrow made arrangements and the party were given lodging at the Cinnabar, one of the more divey inns within the Diamondshine district. After being brought to the bar by a Steel Vale guard, the party met the owner of the Cinnabar, Gunnar Hesmer, a giff who cares very little for the reputation of his establishment. The party also met a hesitantly friendly goblin who was sitting at the bar. After being given rooms, the party decided to sleep for the night. Morning rose, beginning the final day of the Cindershard Festival. With the inclusion of Chamberlain Potty Mixits, our band of adventurers decided to head out into the city. Potty and Vio decided to head up to the Cobblebleaks, the residential district within the city, to visit the Cobblebleak Library, where they believe they may find help identifying some locations of several shops that are interested in visiting for personal reasons. The pair each found business records pertaining to their own personal goals, and decided to wander the upper area of the city, waiting to meet up with the secondary party after they finish their own chores, in order to watch the fireworks display that evening from the highest vantage point in the city. So now, with Potty and Vio off to the side, we will pick up with the remaining 4 individuals in our party. We have Kale, Ewan, Reynard, and Oswald, who were interested in going to other places within the city. You guys will be back in the Cinnabar. Gunnar is behind the bar, tending to patrons. Where would you guys like to go first for this secondary party?
Well, I believe I am looking for other taverns and places of drink. So, I think I'm gonna go and wander for those, if anybody else wants to come along.
I'm gonna take a walk with you.
I'll tag along. I have little reason to believe that what I am seeking is available at the moment.
What is it that you are seeking?
There's a shop called Gardenopia. Looking for someone named Tess there who can help me with my farm, but she wasn't there yesterday, and she's probably still enjoying the festival, as far as I can tell. I have no reason to believe otherwise.
good to know. We can keep an eye out for anybody who looks like a Tess, or I suppose ask. We could do that too.
How does one look like a Tess?
Wear a name tag?
Yes.
Touche.
Alright. Is Kale coming along as well?
Yeah, we may as well all go together.
Excellent. I guess I walk out to the city streets.
All right. So you're looking for other bars in the area.
Yes, I am looking for other bars, inns, ale houses, or other such places that this informant Kem might be hiding.
Okay. So as you guys walk out of the bar, there are two guards standing out front. One of them very familiar to Ewan. And as you step out, he goes, "Wine guy! What's going on, man? I asked to be put on this detail. I wanted to talk spirits with you."
Did he tell me his name, Chris?
Nope. You do not know his name? Actually, I don't know if you... Hold on, let me look.
He's your best friend. You just have to get him.
What's it called? I think someone might have said his name when we went to the when we arrived at the place where he handed me off to the guy who knew more. I think he probably said his name.
Yes, his name is Jeremiah. Apologies,
Okay.
that was on a different...
Jerry.
So this is Jeremiah. He does not
Okay.
know your name. Wine guy! Did you find that shop you were looking for?
Hello, Jeremiah.
Arm around your shoulder. What's going on, man?
I squirm out of it.
Oh, yeah, I don't like to be touched too early too. What's up?
A large plated hand rests on this man's shoulder, gently but firmly. Is this guy bothering you, Ewan?
Black and red, I like it, man. I like it. We have to wear silver.
He's
Right.
he's not a problem. He's actually a very well-intended individual, I would say.
You hear just ting 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 as he's knocking on them. He goes, "Oh, thick. Where'd you get it?"
I put my arm around him very tightly and start walking with him and look back at Ewan and say, don't worry, let me keep him company for a minute.
Oh, hey, man, do you like wine? Your grip's a little tight. Do you like wine, too? Cause,
I do, very much so.
Do you know he makes wine?
Oh, yes, indeed.
You gotta get me
Indeed.
some of his wine, man.
Oh, we will. We will.
I'm gonna try to mouth to Oswald without being seen by Jeremiah a silent thank you.
I want to,
I'm big into the spirits that came out from last year. There's this vineyard just south of Empyrean Fields, and it's really cheap. And it's great.
I'm gonna lean over to Kale and just say, this guy keeps mentioning spirits. He says he's also mentioning wine, so I'm assuming he means drinks, but I don't think he's some kind of necromancer or something, do you?
I don't know what he's talking about, but he seems really nice.
Yeah, he seems really nice, doesn't he?
And while being choked and pointed the other direction, he goes, do you guys all like wine? Is this like a wine tasting group?
You like wine?
I'm a fan of the drink.
Do you happen to know any places in the city where you would recommend one go for a drink?
I know plenty.
Well, you seem acquainted with my friend already. Would you mind bringing us to some? I'm actually looking for somebody who frequents some of the drinking establishments in this city, and well, if you could show us the way to the ones you would recommend, we could at least maybe get a good drink while we're out exploring.
All right, Ewan is like trying to like wave his arms like in a cross motion to be like, no, no, no.
I'm not really supposed to leave, but
I don't
Ronnie,
think we
come
are
on,
you
either.
come
got
with
the
us.
door, right? Ronnie, you got the door. You could do the door, right? Ronnie's like,
Actually,
yes,
hold on.
I can do
hold
the
on.
door.
I don't think we are supposed to leave because we are supposed to be in the presence of the guards at this inn. If you are a guard of this inn, then I think it would probably be good for both you and us if we stuck together.
He's like scratching his chin that's like pointed at an odd angle because his neck is still kind of being crushed by a giant plate. He goes, "It's sound logic to me. I'm going drinking with the people who are supposed to watch Ronnie. Keep watching the door. Come on." Oh, I mean, he like tries to put his arm around Oswald, but there's just too much armor, so it's just like half like awkwardly prom arm around the waist. Like, come on, we're going this way.
Oh yes.
I
we're
think
friends,
I
aren't
do
we?
look. I think I do look to Ewan as I start to follow, and just kind of like give a sorry shrug.
It's
Sorry.
it's all right. He will maybe be. I'm gonna whisper. He does not know his way around very well. He might know his way around the bar scene, but oh my god, did he take forever to show me how to do a 15-minute walk?
Well, if he doesn't lead us where we're trying to go, we can just leave.
I'm counting on it. All right, and then I just walk with you.
I follow him.
All right, so
Follow him or follow Oswald. I'm not sure which one's leading the way.
yeah, that's a good point. Who's leading this?
Opposed strength check or something.
I do an opposed strength check.
Okay, give me a second.
Alright, okay, alright.
Because this is now important, so I have to set it up.
Always have everybody's stat block.
That's Jeremiah.
You never know when one of the characters is do something stupid.
Yeah, you never really know. Can I make him restrained? Is that a thing I can do? Concentrating. Exhaustion. Grappled. There we go.
Ewan fucks with Oswald heavy now, by the way. Fucking hero.
Alright. People of interest. He's getting added to that folder. Okay, yeah, we're
People of
doing
interest.
strength checks.
I can roll a let me see. I can roll a strength check if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll take 12. Ooh. Alright, okay.
Alright.
A little stronger.
Hey, big guy, we're gonna... And he just turns your waist, and you just a full 180. We're actually gonna go this way.
Alright.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Okay.
I never let up on the grip.
Yeah, no, that's great. All right. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stay. Jefferson said he got your room, so that's nice. All right. So,
He
welcome
did
to the
evict some other people from their rooms. I do hope that's
Jefferson-
not going to be a problem.
Jefferson did.
Well, no, I think maybe the innkeeper did at his.
Oh, Ghana.
lodging.
Yeah, Ghana does that. Did he throw him out the window, or did he let him leave through the front door?
Through the front door, if I remember.
Oh,
correctly.
lucky. That's good. All right. Yeah. So, welcome. I don't know if anyone's given you the tour. Welcome to the Diamond Shine District. The trade capital of the city. I don't know if that's the line, but they gave us a script. You guys are looking for booze, right?
Well, actually, I am specifically looking for a tabaxi, but it is a tabaxi that favors booze, so...
Oh. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. There's not many tabaxi in the sit, man. Can you just lower your grip a little bit? You can keep it tight, just not around the jugular.
No.
All right. Okay. So, in and let's swap over.
He fucking said no.
I respect it.
Very polite.
All right,
Wasn't
so
rude
let's
about
swap
it.
back over to the Corball door map just so we have this open. All right, so just for schnitz and jiggles, we're down here. We're just gonna say that this is where the Cinnabar is, and that'll
Right.
change based on how I'm feeling in the future. But for right now, the Cinnabar is right here.
Man, I feel ya. I've been there.
Staircases.
And so we're gonna be going. I don't know if you guys can see measurements, but we're gonna be going this way.
Yeah.
Further into the city. Back here is going to be where we're walking to. It's going to take like an hour or so. The streets are very packed. People are beginning to come out.
Longer.
Say it again.
I said it's gonna take longer.
Ewan just like sets his pocket watch just to time it.
No way, this man makes an hour trip take an hour.
Yeah. And so, like, the streets are getting busy, and it's earlier in the morning. Like, you guys probably left at, like, maybe like an 8 o'clock-ish. The streets are getting busy. All the, like, breakfasty morning, you know, pancakes, breakfast sweets, muffins, like, mountain croissants, like, that kind of stuff. All those vendors are out there doing their morning things. You've got coffees, you've got teas, you've got, like, just exotic-smelling, like, hot drinks and stuff being like carted around. In a moment, you do briefly see that same yogurt guy from yesterday, and he's like charging wildly different prices depending on how stupid or gullible the person looks. And you're making your way through your city, and Jeremiah is doing exactly what Ewan said, but slightly faster because air is at a premium. And so he's like, so over here is a tower. There's very pretty ladies that live on the 3rd floor. And back on there is a very nice, ancient building that's been around for several hundred years. Also very pretty ladies in there. And that's my favorite kebab spot. And he's just like, he's wandering you through the markets. And like, people are giving you guys a bit of a little lane. There's a massive armored paladin holding on to a city guard, and the city guard is not necessarily fighting it, so there's some like, hey, what's going on, we better just give him a couple feet. And so you guys are moving through, and he goes, alright, so up here on the right, and we're gonna be like right around like here-ish. I don't have to ping, you guys can see my mouse cursor. Thank you,
You're
Foundry.
right.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna go, so this is Cask and Citrine. It is honestly one of the cooler establishments. If you would like to go in, you can, but I have to stay outside.
Why is that?
Naveen does not like me, and I have to stay out here. Otherwise, it's not
shame.
good.
It's a shame. It's
Well.
a shame. Our hands are a bit tied here, though. So like, let's go inside.
Yeah, I do need to go in and make sure. Well, I shouldn't say make sure. Check to see whether this Chem figure is in here. So, we shouldn't be long.
But if we are, don't feel the pressure to wait.
No, I can't leave you guys. I'll be right out here. I might go get a coffee, but yeah, I'll be out here.
I take my grip, loosen my grip on him, and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, yes, you will.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Walking around does get kind of tough sometimes. But yeah, head on in. Don't tell her I brought you here. Oh, and duck.
My head clangs on the on the door head as I turn around. Ow.
Sorry, I'll say that earlier, Nick, but I really meant duck inside. You're just really told. I'm gonna go get coffee. And he kind of just walks off, just like massaging his neck.
Hi, Jeremiah.
I will activate this. This isn't finished because it's not a place that we need at the moment. But so you guys walk inside. It has very light orangey wooded plank floors. There's a lot of tables and a lot of chairs. There's people not necessarily all over the place, but tables seem to at least be occupied in here. The walls are like have like drapes hanging from the ceiling to the wall, so it's very like inside of a tent, very like what you'd imagine like the inside of like a genie lamp would look like almost. Very rich purples and golds that kind of like trim these rugs or cloths that hang from the ceiling. Go ahead and make a perception check, everyone.
Oh, boy.
That is everyone that is in the room, rather. And
Sir, yes, sir.
Can you guys see this map without tokens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I use guidance on
You
myself?
can use whatever you would like.
Where is me?
I would
Where
like
is my
to use
token?
Fireball, even though I don't know that spell.
Perception.
Let's see.
Did it happen?
Oh, what's
A
happening?
10.
Looks like it didn't roll. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Well done.
20,
Nice.
but not natural.
Nice. Not bad, baby.
All right.
Good eyes,
Above
good eyes.
10s for everything. Nice job. So you guys notice something very interesting around here. There are something around 98 little tiny imps flying all over this inn,
Okay, I don't like this.
Whoa.
picking up plates and serving drinks and bussing tables and dusting and like putting napkins on goers and lighting cigars over by the fireplace, cleaning out glasses at the bar, and they're flying all over the place. But they're like almost half dive bombing anyone who is just slightly too tall. You get from this that this might be where Jeremiah said to duck. All
duck.
of these roughly 98 imps are like low flying, as they are doing almost all of the menial labor in the bar. You head towards the back back over here, and you see a very extravagant purple-skinned tiefling that is pouring 2 bottles with her hands and a 3rd bottle with her long tail. And is just mixing drinks and is smiling and is talking to everyone that's at the bar and is super friendly, but has not addressed you guys at all. People seem a little bit enamored with her. This is also the first tiefling you have seen since coming into the city. You can probably guess that might be a reason why a lot of people come here.
I like her.
I'm gonna approach the bar.
Go right ahead.
Excuse me. I am hoping to meet a friend here in the city who is also here for the festival. I'm curious if you might have seen her. She's Tabaxi. Her name is Kem.
One moment, sweetheart. I have to fix this. And she goes, 32! Get that over to table 9! And you see a very flustered imp fly out of the kitchen with a plate and head off into the dining room. She goes, sorry about that, sweetie. You're looking for...
A Tabaxi woman named
a
Kem.
Tabaxi woman. Hold on 1 second. Number 2, come here! And an imp with, like, bags under his eyes flies over with a book. He goes, Number 2, can you please see if we've had any Tabaxi in here in the last month? And there's just this little nod from the imp.
Month.
And you just
well,
hear... Just, like... Just paper. Flipping. And... Sorry, dear, we haven't had any Tabaxi come in.
Well, all right then. Thank you. And I will
Check some of the other bars. I doubt Cinnabar
that-
would have anything, but check the Loaded Shaft and check,
loaded shaft. All right.
Shale Shack. Oh, no, Shale Shack's upstairs. Cask and Citrine. No, that's us.
I was about to say that I thought that was the name that I saw on the sign outside.
Yeah. Sorry, it's difficult maintaining concentration with 100 little things flying around you all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Check out Loaded Shaft. That might be a place to look. If not, you'll have to try and get into the Amber Ale House down in the Onyx Balustrade.
All right, that's well,
Otherwise,
more
you're up to
direction
the
than I had
Cobblebeaks,
before.
and respectfully, I am not going up there. I am afraid of heights.
I like her.
Yes,
I like you
well,
too, shiny and black. You want anything to drink?
I just had a mental image of Oswald like blushing and like twisting his foot on the floor, like.
Oswald's just. Hold on, let me turn the camera on. Let me see if this will. So, you want anything to drink? Tall and shiny?
Are we staying here for a while?
well, I wouldn't mind taking a seat for a little while.
Let's sit.
You all want a drink, everyone?
Sure. What would you say is your specialty here?
I'll give you a good discount. We're gonna call it a gold for all 4 of the drinks. I'll make you something special, something that's not on the menu. Just give me a couple minutes. And like, she's pretty curvy. She's pretty skinny, pretty curvy. And she just kind of like saunters off, swaying her hips, goes over to the kitchen. Several imps are like thrown out of the kitchen. Like, they hit the barrels, they hit the floor. Like, you just hear like, get out of the way. You hear bottles clanking, you hear whatever, while she's off doing whatever in the kitchen. So anything you guys got?
I will take out a gold and put it on the table and just say, first round's on me.
Thanks.
And
I'll help at the next bar, I guess, or whenever the next one is.
And so she will come back out in a couple of minutes, and there are 5 imps struggling to carry this tray with 4, like, heavy glass, like, really fine, like, crystal glasses on it. And she comes and she goes, put it down right in front of Hunky over here. And then she saunters over and she grabs the rim of the glasses and she puts all of them down. She picks the one up in front of Oswald and just gets really close. And her, like, forked serpent tongue just kind of, like, rims the glass a little bit. And she goes, this right here is a special mix of berries that are only found south of Dalisong, as well as some very fine whiskey that we, import from down south. The islands make for fantastic wheat. So I'd like you all to enjoy my little, she just, like, shakes her chest a little bit, concoction.
She just licked the glass.
I am quite smitten.
I one-shot it. I'll
Before
take
you
one
do that,
more.
I desperately grasp my arm out to stop you.
I am, man, pinky out, I am sipping.
I reach my other arm out to stop you as well.
Well,
Hold
I go to
on.
are we making
sip
contested
from-
dex checks here? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, I'm gonna start reaching to sip my glass, assume at the same time.
Just hold on a second.
All right, I lower the glass.
I want to cast detect poison.
Okay. Let me see something.
Is the innkeeper still standing right here?
Yes, like leaning over the bar, cleavage pushed forward, staring into Oswald's void that is his eyeballs.
You
I'm
have
not taking
really
any
good
chances.
spaces where your eyes would be.
You haven't even drunk anything yet.
Let me see. Yes, you technically do detect poison.
Oh,
In
does
this.
alcohol count as poison in D&D?
Look at that. I can actually cast it on the map. That's pretty cool.
Ooh, cool.
That's
Yeah.
like my detection
Yeah,
radius. That's pretty cool.
everyone around you, every glass around you lights up, except for one guy sitting alone at a table. Everyone's tankard or whatever just glows just a little bit.
Is it like unironically, is that actually why in D&D like is alcohol considered poison, or is there some other kind of like something else mixed into it?
You can realistically assume that you are detecting alcohol in these drinks.
Okay, fair.
Poison is in everything. Nothing is without poison. It's really just about dosage. So, yeah, you don't sense anything nefarious. You see that people drinking shots around you, those glow a little bit brighter as opposed to like the tankards of ale. Like you can deduce that the poison you are detecting is alcohol.
What about my glass specifically? The one that she touched.
With her
No.
tongue?
You do
No.
not. You don't notice anything coming off of that.
Okay. Alright.
I think I think I'll just kind of nod to Valor, and she'll kind of hop down to the table, pick up the gold piece, and fly over to the innkeeper and just kind of hold it out.
Well, aren't you just the absolute sweetest thing? And she takes the gold, and then she just fingertip scratches the top of Valor's head. Just leaning into it, just like wings awkwardly flapping out, just trying to stretch, enjoying the scratch. Thank you, my dear. Everyone enjoy your drink. I have to go yell at number 54 for messing up table 37.
Thank you for the drinks.
Enjoy.
Indeed.
Thank you.
And I think I will glance to Oswald and then slowly pick up my tankard and move to take a sip.
Yes, go ahead. It's fine. It's clean. Just be more careful.
Do you encounter poison often?
Yes. Be
I-
more careful, I say as my head turns to all three of us.
Why do you encounter poison often?
I look at all the dents and scratches on my armor, and then I look back up at you. I'll give you a guess.
Well, okay. Like, poisoned weapons is one thing, but poisoned drinks?
Yes.
You know, I can't say I've encountered very many of those, even, well... Growing
you-
up in the circles where, I think that would be a more common weapon of choice.
Then you don't pay attention hard enough.
It's just never very important myself, so... Never really needed to worry much about that.
It will be. I guarantee it.
Well,
Okay, I take a sip.
to,
I one-shot
a
it.
successful search of the city, I hold up my glass. Everybody's already drinking, alright?
Okay. Kale, can you make a
But I am-
Constitution check?
Okay, yes, the Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
And I want to follow it with a question. How much does Kale drink?
Rarely.
Okay. Go ahead and make your Constitution check.
Please be not shit.
Oh, okay. Alright, I might have to carry you out of here.
So, Kale.
Oh no! That was
One more.
almost the worst possible.
One more of those. It was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, burn
Please.
it
straight.
was.
So, again, the glass that this is in is gorgeous. Master craftsman level, whiskey glass. There's...
Oh, so I'm staring at it.
Yeah, no, it's reflecting off the light in the room, and Like, it makes the liquid in it, like, almost seem like it's dancing a little bit. And she talked about there being, like, berries that were imported, and so it's very, like... It is very floral and a little bit earthy, and it has that, like, sweet, tart berry flavor to it that really mellows out this, like, harsh... What you would think is harsh, but is actually incredibly smooth, oaky, like, whiskey liqueur that's mixed with it. And you just go, wow! This was amazing. And then you go to stand up. And you completely bust your ass trying to stand up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get you.
Make a dexterity check.
All right, here we go. The paladin in heavy armor. Nope. Okay, missed that one.
You punch him.
Yeah. No, it's not in that one.
So, when I tell you that you fall and land on the floor like a Family Guy character, legs are twisted behind you,
Peter Griffin.
one arm wing is up over your head, and you're just on the floor going, that was amazing. Can we have more?
Alright, I think maybe we should leave soon.
Well, I do think once we've all finished our drinks,
Right.
moving
Who
on
said
would
to
probably be smart. I, do still need to visit a great many taverns. So, well, I mean, not that you all need to come along. I'm sure we've all got our own goals, but...
Who is this tabaxi you're looking for, by the way?
Oh, well, the thing is, I kind of speak a little bit more quietly, since I was saying to the innkeeper that I was looking for a friend. I don't actually know. This is just somebody that, the captain I was serving under while, recovering from my wounds, wanted me to seek out. Beyond a name, a description, and, well, that's it, a name and a description. I don't really know. I'm just here to pick up some information.
Right. That doesn't answer my question.
Would you mind asking the question again, because perhaps I missed the rest of it?
Why are you really looking for this tabaxi?
Yeah, why are you looking for this tabaxi, huh?
Has
Thank
not
you,
moved
yeah.
from the floor. He's just talking from the floor.
From the floor.
Probably kind of loud, I would imagine.
Just like the floor is cold.
Well, I am afraid I must disappoint you. My reasoning is unfortunately that mundane. Well, I'm a bit directionless at the moment, and this was a direction, so... For a slightly more elaborate answer, I am looking for this tabaxi because it is something for me to do.
So you're bored?
Really bored.
Not necessarily bored, just, well, a bit powerless at the moment. This is something I can actually accomplish for somebody, so...
Oh. As I'm rubbing the grain of the wood on the floor.
Ah.
So satisfying.
How about all of you? What brings you to the city? What else are we searching for in this grand
Ooh, me.
wandering
Me. Pick me.
Kale?
Everyone's just like looking down.
Hand
gosh.
slightly over the table of the sightline.
Sapphire, no. Emerald. It's like a stone. She has like a name that sounds like a stone name. One of the like a gem or something.
Gemma.
No.
Oh, I tried.
Is Is this one of the ruling people?
Glenda. No, I'm here. Can I pull out a receipt from my robe pocket, and I force it into the air above me. That's for my master.
Ah,
I'm picking up his sword.
that.
The name on the receipt, I can't read it. Somebody. It says Fenda Ruby Shaper.
Okay. Well, suppose we could ask around at the taverns we stop at. Could probably ask at this one as well.
What
That
kind of
does sound like-
sword is this?
My master didn't really say. I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will.
So how about you? I say, looking at Oswald. I think I've heard a bit of what everyone else is after.
Gold. Just gold.
Understandable. Well, don't know that that's something we'll be able to find quite so easily, but perhaps jobs to pick up. Suppose we'll probably all need those if we're stuck in the city for very long.
I'm sure we'll find something.
How much gold?
A lot, little one.
Oh.
A lot.
How much is a lot?
A lot.
Like a really big number?
Like a really big number.
Huh. Well, if I find a whole lot, I'll let you know.
And I do appreciate that. And I patted him on the head.
I mean, you could let us all know.
I give you a side eye through my helmet as I put my helmet back on.
Can I see the side
What
eye,
the-
or is it like void?
What does Oswald look like without the helmet?
He's got the. Hold on, I have my whole ass shit written down on my character sheet. He's got long, blonde hair, but his skin is very pale and gray. And his eyes are like a very bright yellow. Like the irises are bright yellow.
Well, I think I finish the last of my drink and stand up. Are we asking about anybody else while we are here, or are we ready to move on?
Are you all done?
Oh yes.
Yes,
What did we
Yes.
think about my concoction?
Oh,
It was awesome.
Very fabulous.
I'm glad you liked it, little fledgling. What about you, tall, dark, and handsome? What do we think?
Very fabulous.
You come back for one of those whenever you want.
I shall take you up on that offer.
Well, if there's anything else I can help you with, you let me know. Otherwise, I will have number 74 escort you out.
I glance between Kale and Ewan and just kind of say, do either of you want to ask about the people you're looking for?
Oh, yeah. Great idea. Please, kind lady, come back.
She just, leans forward a little bit. She has not moved. Leans forward. Yes, little one.
Ruby Shaper. Do you know the Ruby Shapers?
Of course. They run the Diamond Shine District.
They are leadership
thing?
sorts of people. Interesting.
Has anyone
They must be
explained
important.
leadership for you around the city, or are you just here visiting and is this new for you?
Pretty new, yeah.
I am also new.
Let me. Well, so there's 5 important people that you need to know about in this city, especially once you get into the snooty higher ups, politicians and the like. First is the Embermains, Diana, current ruler of Corbaldor. She's sweet enough. Her father was a bit of a better ruler, but we take what we can get. After the Embermains are the Duskfall family. Thoramir is your person of interest in that group. Thoramir runs the Steel Veil. He's a bastard of a human being, but boy can he drink, and his pockets are endless. After the Duskfalls are the Brickmaw family. Mosen Brickmaw is the ruler of the civilian sector, everyone up in the Cobblebleaks. Mosen oversees and watches, makes sure that the people of the city aren't run over by the tradesmen, the craftsmen, the guards, anyone like that. Real down-to-earth individual. You'll find him drinking in a lot of the spots around, even Diamondshine and the Cobblebleaks. Next is going to be the Oakfoot family, and they represent the miners, the guilds of the city. You're looking for Nustran Oakfoot. Short, stocky gentleman, doesn't wear shoes. He's not allowed in here. If you ever see him walking through these doors, you tell me right away. But he oversees the workers. Not the craftsmen, but the workers. And finally is your Ruby Shapers, Ithaca. She's the commissioner, the craftsman for the city. Ithaca Ruby Shaper, she's the one that watches all the gem shapers, all the crafters, the master craftsmen of the city, and all their shops. She's also part to oversee the Silver Dawn, the individuals that look out for the craftsmen, the guards for the traders and the merchants and stuff that come in to buy and sell goods from the gem shapers. So you're going to be looking in the Diamondshine district. You're not too far. You've got maybe another half an hour walk. Keep going the way you came. Or keep following the path that you came from, and you'll run into it. Honestly, you'll find a lot of places that they might be. I think her daughter has a shop over there too.
Thank you. Which way is that way? And I'm like pointing in all different directions.
Yeah, she points. It doesn't matter to you. Doesn't really mean a whole hell
got
of a
it.
lot.
I
Thanks.
actually think I know my way back to that area. That I think is where I was yesterday. I had something to drop off at a Silver Dawn guardhouse.
Oh, well, there you go. You have your own personal tour guide. If you ever need anything, you find any of the Steel Veil that are walking around, they'll be more than happy to toss their duties to the side and assist anyone in not doing their job.
Are they all like that?
I'm a bit critical, I'll be honest, but there's a couple of scoundrels that try to get in here and try to get out of doing their job. There's also some very good people. It's a bit of a mix. Depends on the day, depends on the person.
What do you know about a man named Jeremiah?
She gets really serious, and like 4 imps that are floating around her stop. Why do you bring the name Jeremiah up?
Because he is unfortunately the one leading us around the city at the moment. We asked him to stay outside.
Smart might be the second smartest thing you did today after coming in. You keep that bastard out of my bar.
What did he do?
You don't want to know. There's a reason I don't have 100 imps anymore.
Oh no.
Did he kill them?
you don't want to know?
Well, I think that is perhaps a story for our next visit.
She, like, seductively looks back at Oswald. Oh, there better be a next visit. I
Oh,
have plenty
indeed.
more off-menu drinks to offer. And you haven't
Whoa,
even
whoa.
tasted my cooking. There's, like, several imps that give her, like, the, oh, God, it's our cooking, but sure, look.
Our cooking.
Yeah,
With the
we'll,
other
we'll be
dwarf
back.
bartenders just, like, chuckling. Like,
This place is awesome. You have an anti-Jeremiah force field. This is great.
So how is it that you and he got acquainted?
he came in here one night and with several other guards that are also not allowed in the establishment. They caused a ruckus. Down?
I am terribly sorry. Ewan, I was curious how you and he had met. I wasn't going to pry any deeper about
Oh.
his history with this place, though
Oh.
I do appreciate that you were willing to elaborate.
He just tried to show me to Gardenopia, the place that I'm trying to get to find Tessa, and he just made it a painful journey. He's not the most speedy person I've ever met.
Yes. Well, I honestly can't say that I minded. Prefer not to move at too fast a pace around the city, but if you're in a rush, I do understand how that could be frustrating.
Yeah, well, at this point, I'm in less of a. I mean, like, the urgency isn't any less, but I don't see how I'm going to find this person right now.
Do you mention Tessa's name?
I did say Tessa when I was talking.
Did you say Tessa? Redhead, short, stocky woman? Always has a
I
smile
believe
on her face?
I believe that Ewan was told that she's redheaded, right?
You were told by the crotchety old man that owned the junk store next to Gardopia that he referred to her as the redhead.
I think so. I don't know for sure.
Oh, Tessa's a sweetheart. What do you need from her?
I have an issue with my vineyard, my farm, and
You sell
I was told
wine?
that she might be. I do
Oh,
make
you
wine.
and I are
yes.
gonna be best friends.
I mean, maybe. Do you know where Tessa is?
I do. If I don't, I can get in touch with her. Do you need to speak with her?
I would, yes, very much appreciate that, please.
Well, I think that can be arranged. Well, I'm
H-
assuming
how?
y'all. I have my ways. A lady never reveals her secrets.
Okay, but okay. Thank you.
Don't you worry, my little orange-haired friend. We'll get you your woman. She just winks at you.
I don't own her.
I didn't say you owned her. But anyway, let me figure out that side of it. Why don't you just... I'm assuming y'all are going to some other places first. I have a little bit of time to fulfill this request, yes?
Indeed.
Wonderful. Then... let me see. Number 92. What time is it? Little, like, guy, like, flies over with a clock, struggling. His arms are shaking a little bit. He goes, I'll let her know to stay at the shop a little bit longer, but you can't... I'd say you'd have to stop by before, let's say, dinner time, because the fireworks start a couple hours after that, and everyone's going to be out. So most of the shops are going to be closed. So try to get there before, let's call it sundown. Yes? I'll let her know to keep an eye out for a group of very handsome individuals.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I can help you fine gentlemen with?
Nothing else on my end.
The number 72 will show you out, everyone. It was an absolute pleasure, and welcome to the Cask and Citrine.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Very good.
When it flies over, I'm gonna ask the imp, "Are you number 72?"
Shakes his head no.
Oh. Okay.
He's leading you out. You just get that Tessa just calls them numbers, or that Naveen just calls them numbers and does not know their actual numbers.
Hey, Oswald.
Yes,
I think she likes you.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I was picking up on that vibe.
I have that effect on people.
I really like that sentence being said stone
Stone faced by a almost 2 meter tall guy with all big sword.
Andre Brower, Captain Holt. Everyone loves me. Just-
Everyone loves me.
Internally, I'm just like, so cool.
So you guys head out, and Jeremiah is sitting there, just still rubbing his neck. He has a hot cup of coffee that's kind of steaming.
I looked
You
at
guys made it. Let's go. You didn't tell her that I brought you here, right?
I grab
He
the
didn't-
coffee from his hands and tell him
Oh
thank you. for
yeah,
the
I got you
coffee."
one.
Thank you.
Just be careful, it's hot.
Yes.
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, we did mention that you were traveling with us.
Oh,
That
good.
shouldn't be a problem, I hope.
Make a perception check.
That's a good roll.
A brief glance back towards the building shows several imps staring out the window, and one of them eyeing Jeremiah just does the throat slit thing.
So, did you kill or steal 2 of the imps?
We'll call it more column B than column A. And I gotta get out of the Dallas song accent, I apologize. We'll call it more column B than column A. We should go.
Well, so long as you can elaborate on that as we do,
No, let's go.
then so long as you can lead me towards somewhere called the Loaded Shaft.
Yeah, I know where it is. Come on, let's go.
Of course he does.
What was that?
Nothing. Thank you.
Oh, cool. So, wine guy, what kind of stuff you got? Did you bring anything with you? Anything I could try?
My name is Ewan,
Oh, hi,
and depending on how quickly you help us find what we're looking for, will determine
Oh.
how generous I am with my wine.
Do you, Jeremiah, by chance, happen to have a water skin on you?
And he just pats us. Yeah. Do you need? You need to sip?
Well, could I just see that for 1 second? I would like to try something for you.
Oh, yeah, sure. And he hands you his water skin.
I would like to open it up,
Okay.
and I would like to cast Prestidigitation on the water inside to flavor it like wine, and hand it back to him.
Okay. He goes. I don't know. What did
Take a
you
sip.
do? Okay. And he takes a sip. And he goes. He just kind of makes a taste and just. What did you do to it? Just doesn't
A
taste
little
like
bit of
water.
magic. Yeah, it's not water.
What is it?
Well, I was going for wine.
He chugs the rest of it. And he goes, he just belches. It's close. Is there actually alcohol in it, though?
Oh, no, it was just water.
Oh.
I just flavored it.
Well, that's no fun. Alright. Well, let's keep going. And you guys will continue to wander through the city. And Jeremiah will ask where it is that you guys are looking to go next. Which point of interest do you guys point him towards? Like, what is our order
any
of
closest?
operations?
Whatever's closest, I would assume, between the place for Kale, the place for Ewan, and the tavern that I mentioned.
Okay.
Do
so
we
we're gonna say that...
also
Go ahead.
do we want to meet up with the? Do we want to regroup with the other two? Or are we still like before we go like more tavern hunting? Do we want to keep doing that, or do we want to go regroup? Because how much time has passed since we've like started?
Maybe like an hour and a half of like wandering.
Okay.
You could probably assume that they're... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm happy to regroup with them and bring them along for our little excursion here, but that would depend on how long it's going to be before they are back.
Also, I'm out of character, Chris. I was getting some audio cutouts before. What was the important key details of the information that the what's the I can't remember the word,
Naveen.
barista.
Yeah.
Thank you. What was the key details of like the instructions she gave to you?
Just to check back at the shop before nighttime, basically. That
Okay.
she will do something that might get in contact with Tessa to get her back to the shop, so that to keep an eye out.
Okay,
For,
so
like,
she
a
was
group
saying
of
I should check Gardenopia before night.
Correct. Well, basically,
Okay.
the festival. This is the final day of the festival, so there's a bunch of like new shops coming out. There's much new like tents and like displays and stuff like that, all coming out to like. It's the grand finale of this giant festival, and the festival ends with this large fireworks display from all the information that you would have heard or talked about throughout the city up until this point. And so basically, you can assume that everyone in the city wants to watch that. So shops, bars, taverns, inns, all of that will be closed so that people can watch this, like, finish final ceremony, basically,
Okay.
of the festival.
Hence before nightfall. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, so it's like
Thank you.
she's basically saying get there by like 5 because the fireworks are at 7, kind of thing.
Okay, and like roughly what time is it relative to those terms for us right now?
11 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Like, I would say, like, at this point, Vio and... I almost called you Goblin Man. That is incorrect. Vio and Potty are, like...
That was racist.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Damn
now.
dirty green skin. No,
Wait, hold on a second now.
I've got a sharp tooth over here. Basically,
pal.
that party would be, like, just getting to the library at this point. Because you guys would
Okay.
have gone in separate directions. So do you guys want to go up to Cobblebleaks to meet up with them? Or...
I think we can go to like another couple places maybe before we link back up. If
Yeah, like,
everybody's cool with that.
Well,
Works
Chris,
for me.
if we were to go to Cobblebleaks, like realistically speaking, based on our knowledge of like the layout of the city and stuff, would that mean that I'm unlikely to be able to get to my destination by nightfall?
No, it would be like a half an hour ride or 15-minute ride up to the Cobblebleaks, and then maybe like a half an hour walk because there's not going to be as much traffic up there, and then
Okay.
another 45 minutes to walk back and take the lift back down to kind of like get back to where you're starting, because they went in the other direction. So like you guys are going over here, they're like up here. But traffic
Okay,
around
so-
this area is easier to get through because it's just the civilian area.
Okay, so if we were to go there, I'd still likely be able to hit my destination in time, right?
Correct. Yeah, if you
Okay.
guys wanted to meet up with the party, It would move you from 11 o'clock to 12:30.
Okay, cool.
So that's up to you guys if you guys want to go and meet up and do your thing.
My time management skills are not good, so I'm gonna leave it to you guys.
I mean,
That's fair.
I am not on any kind of significant time crunch. I just need to ideally find this chem while I am in the city. So, like, if somebody's got an urgent thing that they want to do, we can do that first, and I'll just keep an eye out for any tabaxi that we might pass on our way. Then, you know, if we want to go and meet up with the others, bring them along for tavern hopping, then we can maybe do that.
Yeah, excellent. I feel the same way.
I could go for some tavern hopping at some point. That could be fun.
Do we want to stop at either one of the shops that you two need to go to, or one more tavern before we go and catch them?
Is there anything on the way? Like towards
I would
anything else
say
that we're
the
aware of?
tavern, going to the tavern would take more time if you're gonna do the same kind of talk to the bartender, percept around the area, see if they've seen anyone. That will take more time than just stopping in to Kale's place and then walking to Gardopia. So if you want to do Gardopia and Fenda, you can do that.
Yeah, how about we do that, and
Yeah, we can get my sword.
If we happen to wander past, like, an inn with an open door or something, I can glance in and see if I see any tabaxi in there.
Okay. So we are going to... So you guys will continue to walk. So you guys ran into Cask and Citrine over here. You're now heading into one of the more populated areas of the city, where you guys are going to head to... You guys are going to find... Kale, do you know if you were given the name of the smithy? Actually, yes, you would. It's on the receipt. You guys are going to be looking
Oh, yeah.
for the Steel Heart
Kale can read?
Metalworks and Smithy. And I'll let that load for you guys. And hopefully you guys can all see.
I thought that Kale was saying they were, like, illiterate when they were saying that they can't read the thing.
Nope, just hammered.
Straight illiterate.
Got you. It was drunk. It wasn't illiterate. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, you guys all would have felt a slight
Literacy away.
buzz from that drink. Like, it was strong. It didn't taste strong at all, but it was strong. You think shooting it, combined with a very low tolerance, was not the play on an empty stomach.
Or was it?
Oh, also, Chris, earlier when you said like you're a woman, and Ewan was like, I don't own her. That wasn't like Jordan being like, hey, you can't talk like that. That was Ewan being like, you know, used to people owning people.
Yeah. No, I get
Just
it.
want to make sure that there's no bad vibes.
Man, this is D&D. Horrendous things are happening in the world right now that you do not know about.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Racism.
Yeah, there are still people in that mine hole that you came out of.
Oh no.
Alright. So, you guys will walk in, and I can actually... I'll put you guys on the screen for this, just so you can wander around and control your characters if you want. Mike and Ryan, you guys can still see the map, correct? Okay.
Looks like
So you
Ryan
guys-
is the BRB. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
about Mike.
So You guys walk up, and it's a relatively small building that you're looking at. But the outside of it is very well done stonework. The windows are very everything about this is clean. Like a master constructor created this building. You walk inside, the tile work on the floor is perfect across the entire space. And you're greeted with racks and shelves and boxes of arrows and cannonballs and spears and shields and knives and bows and daggers and everything. There's a heavy smell of heat and iron all around. There's heavy clanking coming from the back of this space. And as you get further into the shop, the heat starts to build up. It's cool towards the front door, but the further in you head, it gets much, much hotter. There are some other individuals in the store. You know, the festival is going through, so people are excited, and this is the shop of the daughter of a commissioner. And so there's a stout dwarf that's just kind of sitting at the counter. He goes, "Welcome to Steelheart. How can I help you today?" Just like fist under his chin, just leaning up against it.
I've never seen so much equipment in one place.
Thank you. Please don't touch the sharp ends. We don't have any more bandages.
I'm slowly putting down the dagger I picked up.
Thank you.
Does
Can I help you, my friend?
Fenda...
Fenda.
is she in today?
He goes, "Hold on." And he'll, walk back. And he's gone for, a minute. Comes back out. "Yeah, she's in. You need her for something?"
I put the dagger back down. After picking it up a second time.
Just, finger very close to the point. Just oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I put the dagger down. And I run go over to the counter. Like, yeah, I have this. I was given this receipt from my master.
And he takes out a very dainty pair of glasses and rests them on the bridge of his nose. And he goes, "Let me just take a second to look at this. This was purchased by Aversai 7 weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, give me a second." And he hops off the stool. And, this is a normal height counter for, a normal person. You just see, the ruffled top of his, ponytail as he's, walking around behind the counter. "Just stay here, let me go check." He just clobbers off into the back. And just kind of goes around. And the rest of you guys are free to look around. This is all, very well-made equipment. Nothing seems, crazy expensive, but, all of this is, good quality, normal gear that's being made. There's stuff that's a little bit more ornate with, specialized handles and gems embedded in it. And there's very basic stuff, just wooden shafts with pole arms on the end of it, or, halberds and, your basic battle axes or whatever. There's several dwarves in there, comparing warhammers to axes and kind of arguing over which is better. You see, a little gnome, spinning 2 small daggers. Just everyone's kind of, just checking out the store.
Can I look at first question is are there any magical items for sale here? Or is this just kind of a shop that's selling more basic equipment?
Everything you see out on the shelves seems like high quality basic equipment.
Okay.
You don't really see anything that would indicate magical properties to it. But yeah, it's nice equipment, but it does not seem magical to you.
I would like to have a look at the halberds, please.
Sure. Is there anything specific you're looking for, or are you just looking at what they have?
A halberd with good reach Maybe preferably one that has like a red wood handle.
So, go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. Just to see what you might find.
Let me do an investigation, even though I suck at investigation. I tried.
Hey. So with an 8, you look around. You find the halberd section. It's like chained off in 2 sections so that none of them like fall over. But you don't see anything that's like a redwood handle. You do see some longer pole arms. You do see some longer halberds of varying different like blade designs. Everything is super polished. Everything is super sharp. But a lot of the woods of the handles are like kind of your basic like pale ashy wood, oak wood, and like some like darker mahogany kind of woods. But nothing that handle-wise fits your aesthetic of what you're looking for.
Okay, I'm going to pause, take a deep breath, and I'm going to look down at the price tag.
So some of them are incredibly expensive. To the left are like your much more ornate ones. Your handles with more gilding on it, with some gems inlaid right at the base of the blade of it. Those don't have prices on it. But there's also several other chains keeping it to the rack. As you go further to the right of them, so as you go from like over here all the way down to here, you're looking at like some normal like ish halberds with just different blade types. They're like the bottom range ones are like 25 to 100 gold.
Ooh.
And the most expensive
Alright,
one you see is like it's listed as like 180 platinum. And that's like the 4th or 3rd one from the left. So it's not the most ornate one, but it's definitely like one of the higher end ones that actually has a price on it.
Okay. Interesting. I will make a note of that.
Yeah, it looks like the cheapest halberd there is going to be about 25 gold.
We'll make a note of that.
So as you're looking, the dwarf receptionist will come back out, as well as a short, stocky, long, like brownish, red-haired dwarf. She goes, "Well, I'm told someone's picking up a custom order. Which one of that be you?"
Oh, it is
She's
I.
like, wiggling her feet. Oh.
Waving.
So she'll wander over and she goes, "Well, a Versus sent me a wonderful piece. And who are you? Because you're not him."
I am his student, Kale Stormquill. It is a pleasure to meet you, Miss Ruby Shaper.
And
I extend my hand.
she reaches her hand out to shake your hand. And 2 things happen. One, your hand hurts because you are shaking the hand of a dwarf
Ouch.
blacksmith. Second, your hand is now covered in soot. And she goes, "Well, Kale Stormquill, student of Aversus, welcome to the Steel Heart Metalworks and Smithy. It's my absolute pleasure to host you today. Let me go and grab your order." And she'll walk into the back, and you kind of just hear some talking, and then some, like, heavy boxes being moved, some thudding, some minor cursing as stuff falls that very clearly wasn't caught. She goes, "Ah, shit. All right, here it is." And she comes out, and Kale, in front of you is something you recognize very clearly. You have seen it thousands of times as you were growing up. You are looking at your father's rapier. Can you describe it for us, please?
Yeah. Let's see. It's hmm. It's like like a really bright it's silver. It looks silver in color, but it's almost like it's almost nearing like platinum. It looks so just like bright and shiny, and it has like these purple accents throughout, like the guard and the handle. It's very like ornate and a little sparkly.
Okay. You said purple gems throughout it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What kind of hilt does it have? What kind of handle does it have? Is it like a ornate, like wavy, like
Oh yeah,
handguard?
I don't
Is
know.
it
Yeah, yeah, I don't know the term for it, but like the kind of like not like the bowl shaped guard, but like the wire ones that were kind of like shaped to
Like
form like a cool
basket
design.
hilt, I think.
Probably, yeah.
yes? Okay.
Yes, yes, thank you.
All right. Let me just write that down so I have it. Haha. Get sprung on. You have to make up details of your own character. Wahahaha.
Got it.
Yeah. If you want to post that in D&D chat, you can, Brian,
Excellent.
so people can see kind of what it looks like. Or in the Varlindel chat, whatever's easier. And so she goes, now, this piece, because I love a good story, a verse is found, or actually was sent several years ago, and it was beaten to shit. Dents, chips, cracks. This sword had all kinds of bruises. I don't know what your paps was up to, but damn, if this sword could talk, the stories it could tell. So what I did, just so you have a full understanding of it, and a versus understands the quality of work that we did, we replaced all of the amethyst in the basket hilt and the cross guard and the handle. We rewrapped it in fine Dalasson leathers, and I'm slipping into Dalasson accent again because it's really hard to get out of that. It's so hard. It is awful. And so we replaced all of the cross guards, and it took a little while. And the leather is imported from Agarine, from some bears down there, and we re-tamped the blade and we pounded it back out so it's a neat part of it. There's a little bit less material on the blade itself, and so with that we had to take a little bit more metal off the crossguard, unfortunately. But we do have that metal. You're welcome to take that with you. But yeah, pick it up, give it a try. We've made sure it's weighted perfectly, sharp as anything. I bet my entire name on it.
Yeah, I mean, she's as beautiful as she's ever looked, and I pick her up and I'm inspecting the blade, and it's probably the most serious I've looked so far, and I'm like testing the weight and kind of hopping back and forth and kind of sort of feeling myself a little bit.
Yeah, and so there's an emotional aspect to this that you're kind of feeling as well. But you have your dad's sword back, and that's just cool. And you didn't expect this. And you can hear in the back of your head, like, a versus, like, chuckling. Like, haha, I made you go and get your own shit. Like, this was yours and I did it. Haha, I got you.
That bastard Gramps.
In that very, like, loving, like, pseudo-father, pseudo-grandfather kind of way. And so Fanda goes, so do you like it?
He thinks he's funny.
He is
I love
a very funny man. But yes, good. Any changes you would like?
Changes?
Well, I mean, you are in But Master Smithy, if there's anything small you would like us to adjust on the sword, you're here, and I'm free. So, I'll happily change anything you're looking for.
No, I think she's perfect as is.
Oh, well, thank you for the compliment. And the sword's not too bad either. Now, you're all paid up. I'm going to take this receipt. She just stabs it through a little pin on the desk, and she goes, "Now, is anyone else here looking for anything? Now that our feathered friend has his father's sword back?"
Nothing for me, just examining this giant sword.
Oh, yes. It's quite large. What about you, Metal Man? Do you need anything? Can I help you with anything?
Just taking a look at your fine wares.
Well, I see you eyeing the halberds. Is there anything I can help you with? You want to commission a custom piece?
Commission a custom piece, you say?
Why, sure. That's what we do here. And I'm very good at it.
What materials might you have on hand, by chance?
Well, and she lists off a bunch of different metals that you kind of know, and a couple that are like you've heard of, but you also know are very expensive. Like you know, you hear like meteorite steel. Your brain can kind of figure that's probably expensive. But like it's steel. She can work with iron, steel, bronze, gold, any like normal metals you can think of. In terms of like smithing ability, mithril would be like the highest that she talks about that you're like commonly aware of.
Is there any metals that Oswald would be familiar with that he would know maybe particularly effective against like demons or like creatures from Avernus?
Let's see. What are... Let me see what they are. It's probably holy, like holy type damage, right? Joss?
Presumably. I feel like Radiant is like, if there's a type of damage that would probably be best, it would be that.
Okay. So, she'll explain that. She goes, so, I can't straight make something. There we go, I finally got the accent. I can't straight make something that can kill demons. I mean, swords will do in general. But you could have them enhanced with some of the mages in the city. You could also have them blessed. That might do something. Do you fight a lot of demons?
I plan to.
Oh, well, I mean, I can certainly make you something that's, that's a good starting point. If you do a little bit of legwork afterwards to try and find some little extra oomph to add to it.
I think that would be fair. What would your services cost?
And so she'll walk over to the large display of, she'll walk over to the large display of halberds, and she goes, "What's your price point? I think might be the easier way to figure this out."
Here's a 3 gold and 90 pence hold in my pocket. Well, I don't have much now, but I do intend to come into some money very soon.
appreciate that type of thinking. Manifest it. I like it.
Quite so.
So what kind of
So-
price point are we talking about? I'm assuming you don't want these unless you do. And she's pointing to the one with no price tag. She goes, maybe?
What can I get away with here?
Well, she's pointing to the, like, heavily ornate
Yeah,
custom one.
yeah.
So, what kind of detail are you looking for? What level of, like, uniqueness are you looking for out of this weapon?
It's also. Yeah, I'm about to come into.
Alright, so you're looking for a lower end one. It'll still be quality, but it's lower end. And so she goes to the end of it and she goes, so you're going to be between any of these three designs. She goes, you can look over there on the table to see what kind of blade design you'd like. And then we can get any type of wood that's not soft that you'd like for the handle. And then any adornments you'd like, you can add. If you'd like to source them yourselves, you're welcome to bring in gems. If you would like us to get them, we have very good connections, but they will be more expensive. Oh, I don't know. Like redwood trees or like wood that is red? Oh. Sure, let me check. And she'll go back into the forge area for like 2 seconds. And she'll go, yes, I don't have any now, but I can absolutely get some. We do have shipments of wood coming in next week. So, interested? Okay. It's 3 gold to put a deposit down. It's 10%. So if you'd want, I can take that. I can give you the receipt and we can get you on the list. It'll take a couple of days. Like I said, it's festival ends today. We'll get a shipment in 3 days for wood and then give me a day after that to carve the handle. All right, so we'll call it 4 days from today. And she'll walk back over to the table. She'll bring out like a piece of parchment. She just writes out, can I have a name for the receipt, please? All right, and Sir Oswald writes it down. 10% deposit, 3 gold, pick up in 4 days' time. Which model blade would you like? And there are 6 different kinds. Just pick which number you would like. Just pick a number. You're good. 2. All right. So you'll want blade... Yeah, incorrect. You'll want blade number 2 with red... Do you want red wood or do you want wood that is red? With wood, comma, red. All right. Any adornments on it? Any unique handles, leather wraps? Do you want that in the blade itself or in the handle? Okay. Both sides or just one? Alright, so we'll leave it on one side, gem socket. No handle adornments. Leather wraps, question mark? Leather wraps. And any pommel or no? You want just the flat wooden end? Spiked pommel. All right. Say metal and good. And so she'll take it off and she'll take her copy and hand you the receipt. So make sure you add a receipt for halberd in your inventory. She goes, wonderful. I love customers and I love this festival. Now, is there anything anyone else needs, or are you good and I have to go back to sweating? Wonderful. Tabaxi woman. I feel like I've seen one around. They're not very common here. There's not many tabaxi in the city. They tend to be merchants, travelers. Lordschaft is 2 streets over, so you could definitely check there, but they might be closed for noon cleaning right now. So, maybe check back, or after the fireworks. That also might be a good time to check. The fireworks don't last super long. They go for about 45 minutes. And then once they're done, everyone kind of goes back to partying. I hope your livers are ready for night 3. Wonderful. If there's nothing else, I've a forge to get back to. And so she'll head back in. Enjoy your sword, Kale Stormquail. If anything happens, you come back. If you need it sharpened, you need it repointed. If something falls out, you're good. And here. And she hands you like a little satchel. She goes, this is the metal that we had to take off the basket handle, in case you wanted to do anything with it. So you have just scrap metal from your father's old sword. And you can add that to your inventory. Anyway, thank you all for coming to Steelheart. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Okay. And so you guys will head back out into the city. And then we're going to switch. We're going to go back up to the VO. So I'm going to turn my camera on so you guys can watch me doing these weird movements. I'm going to... Hi. We're going to switch back up to VO and Potty. And... So you both have finished with the library. You kind of have the information that you're looking for. What do you two want to do? Yeah. You're looking for underground tinctures, which is in the Cobblebleaks. It is... So, as I said before, I'll ping on the map. So you guys are kind of like over here on the left-hand side where the library is. Tinctures is like up here, top of the map. So it's like a half an hour walk for you guys. Okay. Yeah. What kind of ingredients are you looking for? Do you say that out loud? Plot twist, you do. Yeah, exactly. It's just alchemist's jug of like deadly wyvern poison. Okay, so so you guys wander. Are you stopping at any other stores, or are you going right to Underground Tinctures? Okay, so you guys wander, and there's something like uniquely fun about the Cobblebleaks. Like you see all these like very cute houses and very different designs of like vastly different like types of stone and rock. And you see the different housing designs and circular and dome and like normal domiciles, like just kind of like scattered all over the place. You have very cool staircases carved out of like nothing. A lot of like the stalagmites that are on the ground have like staircases in the center of them as well as on the outside of them with some houses there. The only things that you notice is that this is an extremely unsafe area. There are very few railings. But also, like, the architecture of this is, like, baffling. Like, how these houses are, like, attached to the walls and how far into the actual mountain they go. They have this, like, TARDIS effect of, like, it's this very small little, like, hovel on the outside. And then you walk in, you're like, oh, this is 3 floors kind of thing. Like, you know, you'll see 7 or 8 people going into something the size of, like, an outhouse and disappear. So there's some very unique architecture and, like, design for this place. And as you're kind of walking, people are, like, not as interested in the festival up here. Like, you have people coming and, like, you know, there's artists on the, like, edges of the upper level, like, sketching the city. You have, like, you know, little kids running around with families. You have a lot of people, like, bring, like, groceries and stuff. You pass a couple of different lifts, and those lifts all have, like, people going on errands and coming back home on them. You have a very large portion of the city that's like, hey, there's a festival going on in the middle of the city, and I still have to go to Stop and Shop kind of vibe. And so as you kind of get there, you eventually find your way to a, like, small, unassuming sign that's kind of, like, poking out of the ground a little bit. And as you walk past it, this entire shop is, like, sunken into the ground by, like, 10 or 12 feet. And so it's like there's a big sign. It says Underground Tinctures. There's a staircase that leads down. And there's a large, somewhat larger shop that's down there. The door is open, and it's quiet. Like, you don't hear anything from the inside. You guys can both make perception checks. Just for some general vibes. And everyone can see this map, correct? We're good? Wunderbar. Okay. All right, 17, 18, perfect. So as you guys walk in, you see, again, the architecture on here is unique. This is like, it's a lot of like flat walls broken up with like very thin, like pillars. So it's like 2 feet of flat wall pillar, 3 feet of flat wall pillar, 2 feet. So it's a very like unique design for it. There are windows that open up to the outside, but it's kind of just like there's maybe like a 2 or 3 foot like leeway around the entire building. So it's like they're not there to view the surrounding area. They're just there to like let air in, basically. To the right of the front door, so front door is down here. You guys do notice a little like garden fence that is locked. And then there are some very strange colored bushes that are in there, and the ground seems a little bit different, like a little bit more purple and a little bit more like muddy. It's not the same like rocky cobblestone, sandstone, like metamorphic rocks you've been walking on in the rest of the city. Something is different about that area. And so you guys walk inside, and the door is open, but as you walk in, there is a bell that dings. Ting-a-ling-ling. And so just far off here, just one moment. And you guys are standing in this little like waiting area. Let me put your character tokens out here. Again, it's not a very big shop. There's a couch. There's a couple of like books and stuff that are on the shelving to the left of the front door. To the other side of it, there's like little tiny like tchotchkes, some like merch items for the store, and then like some like basic boxes of like syringes, needles, like weird teacups, like just like stuff that doesn't really stand out to you, but like you feel might have some nefarious things here. And so let me grab, because I did not, and there's no one else in the store, by the way. That is the other important thing. And so out from behind here is, let me just make sure I have, sorry, let me just make sure I have this thing in case I don't. Search. Come on. Okay. So in here walks a dark-skinned, very fat, stout, wide-shouldered, black hair, brown-eyed dwarf. And she's like wiping her hands off. She has like a white top on and like a little apron. She goes, "How can I help?" Oh, sorry. It's been a busy day. Welcome to Underground Tinctures. My name is Trava. How can I help you? You don't have to. I deal in poisons. You're good. Okay. Thrava. Thrava. I think the name you got from the record is T. Brightoe. It does. Let me get your kit first. And she goes back and like she's like standing behind here and like you hear like shuffling and she's like asking questions like, do you need more syringes? Do you want more vials? Do you want more cleaning cloths? What are you looking for? And she's just kind of like asking for like some relatively basic stuff that would come in a poisoner's kit. Is there anything specific you want? Or anything unique that you want for your kit as VO? Wonderful. Okay, let me see what we have. And like there's some shuffling. And let me just see what this is. How much of a poisoner's kit did you guys make between what you both had before purchasing this? Okay. Yeah, I would say because Potty... Yeah. Correct. Mainly because of the price of a poisoner's kit. Is 50 gold, like fresh with everything. So you tell her everything that you have already, and she goes, "Oh wow, you're more than halfway there. All right, let me finish it out." And she'll like take the bag that you already started setting up. Oh, you need this and this and this. Shuffling through everything. She goes, "All right," and hands it in front of you, and she just kind of goes through everything. You've got your basic anti-venom, your basic anti-poison. You've got your different, catalysts here. You've got some nightshade in this. Like you just got like It's all just kind of like very basic stuff. And she goes, "You had a lot of it, so let's call it 15 gold. How's that sound?" Wonderful. Count out 50. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 15. And she opens up her little like register, drops all the coins in. So she goes, "All right, thank you. And sorry, my little green friend, who is it that you're looking for?" She goes, "All right, 1 second." And she goes and she closes the door to the shop. And she sits down on the little like couch next to you guys. And like, she's a big woman. She takes up a little bit more than half of this. She goes, "I don't know how you know Kolar, but I have not seen him in about 5 years. How do you know him?" "5 years. Yeah, he disappeared just over half a decade ago. He used to work with the Gablino family. Something happened. He was on some mission. Something went wrong. He's gone. No one has been able to find him." Yes, it seems like Mr. Piston is a difficult man to find, or a difficult body to recover, depending on where he's at now. Oh. Well, the last I saw him. Also, what are you mixed up in if you're trying to Kolar yourself? Ah, Mafia, got it. Don't worry. It was okay. You're something with the family. I haven't. I'm trying to think of where I last. It's been a long 5 years. I want to say he was definitely on this side of the continent. It's probably a little bit to the south. I don't know what city he was in. Could have been Phandalin, could have been Dornwick. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you're heading south, you might be able to find something. I know there was a large fight. There was a large, disturbance in one of the towns. There was some sort of an attack, and something went wrong, and he was supposed to come back after that, but never did. Of course. Well, if I hear anything, I will do my best to reach out. Are you staying anywhere in the city? Ah, Cinnabar. Gunner, got it. Cinnabar, got it. Look, you don't sell poisons without knowing who buys poisons. You're pretty connected in my business. If I can find anything in the next couple days, I'll let you know, but it's a pretty cold trail you're tracing. Yeah, it was like a personal notebook. Think of it very much like the book from Half-Blood Prince that Snape basically took the instructions on and fixed them and made everything a lot more like potent in. It's a lot of that, and she grabs it. She goes, "Oh, who are you, strange one? Do you mind if I see it?" She grabs it and she just kind of thumbs through it. She goes, "The man was a genius with poisons. How did you know him?" He didn't take many of those. You must have been lucky. She goes, Give me a second. There's something in here I want to copy down. She goes back, she's like, drags it back over to the counter and, like, goes and, like, takes a piece of paper and, like, starts copying stuff down. She goes, "That'll be a fun one." Puts the paper away and she goes, "Here's your book back. Yeah. Let me see if I can figure out what town had a disturbance a couple years back, and we can... I'll get you a message. How's that? I'll send it to Gunnar. Gunnar's efficient enough to get it to you. How's that sound?" Wonderful. Do tell him that I'm sending a message, because he will forget otherwise. Wonderful. Is there anything else I can help you gentlemen with? Sorry, I'm assuming gentlemen. I can't see anything on you, my robot friend. Well, for you, it's a pleasure to meet you. What are you? Oh. You're one of the Sontar devices. Is that what you are? Well, I've been seeing more and more of those pop up recently. Well. Huh? There's not many. Some of the taverns might have them for, like, busboys. Basic tasks. I think, some of the newer ones probably aren't as common. They're expensive. I think I could only afford a V3 when I last looked, and I just couldn't afford it at the time. So, you might see them around. They're not as common here, but I know in some of the surrounding cities they are. So, keep your eye out. I'm sure you'll find some brothers around. Wonderful. Of course, if there's anything else you need in terms of poisons, tinctures, you come and let me know. Wonderful. And I'll send you the message if I find anything, all right? Wonderful. Of course. And so you guys will exit the store. Let's take our break now. Let's go and get food, get drink, go pee, go do whatever you need. Let's come back by 9:25. Take 15 minutes. And then walk your dogs, do whatever you got to do. And then we will pick up and figure out what, if the group is getting together, where they're heading, and what they're doing. Okay? Wunderbar. All right, I'm going to move us back to Corbalder. And I'm going to be right back. And then I will, Kale, I'll make an item card for your sword once we have a picture of it, and I will put that on your character. All right, cool. Everyone back? We're good to go? Okay. So, welcome back, Jordan. Perfect. All right, so let's jump back in. So, Party 2, Vio and Potty, you guys exit out of Underground Tinctures. At the same time, the other group is, like, finishing up over in this area. Are you guys meeting up to go to Ewan's spot, or are you going to stay separate? Okay. So, Potty and Vio, you guys take the nearest lift down. You guys end up, like, right around this area at that same time is when the other group will reconvene. As you guys are now heading back over towards the west side of this map. Is there anything you guys want to do on your walk over, or are we just... Also, are we dragging Jeremiah still with us? Like, is this... Did we drink his coffee and are just still dragging him through the city? Like, does he assume the position when you come out of the bar? Like... he has to come along. It's just how easy it's going to be for him. So really it's up to Oswald. Are you half strangle holding Jeremiah for the rest of this journey, or was the coffee good enough to... Okay. Oh, this is a wonderful change of pace. All right. Where are we going now, everyone? It's like slowly inching away from Oswald. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Where are we going? We can hear you now. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the Tinkers Expo. All the nerds. Yeah, hold on, let me check. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out like a little sending stone. And he just activates it. He goes, "Did the Tinkers Expo get delayed a day because of the incursion?" And then there's just silence for like a minute. And you just hear, "Yes," come through the rock. He goes, "Okay." Puts the rock away and he goes, "Yeah, it looks like it was delayed. So the Tinkers Expo might be tomorrow, actually. Well, they might start at midnight tonight. Something like that. They tend to do like 24-hour things. It's very loud." So anywhere else we're going? Other than, Tinkers Expo, I could show you tomorrow if you need me to. Anywhere else we're going? Yeah, I can take you to the loaded shaft afterwards. Wine Man, did you have somewhere you wanted to go? Oh, all right. That's easy enough. That'll be another half an hour walk. And so he just leads you guys through the rest of the city. And it takes actually close to a half an hour, which is nice. And so you guys will arrive at Gardenopia. Let me activate it. I'm glad these pictures are far quicker to load. And can I just drop? No, I can't do that. That would be too easy. Kale, I have to shrink you down. I don't know why you're so damn big. Potty, you too. Raynard, Theo. Why are you guys so goddamn big? Yeah, exactly. Fooled the DM. I'll fix the token sizes later. So you guys, when you arrive at the same shop that you came across yesterday. Doors open this time. There are lights on the inside. You can see through, like, this wall over here is actually almost like a glass, like greenhouse almost. So a lot of the light that is within the city is coming in. You can see, a bunch of planters with different flowers. There's hanging vines coming down from the ceiling. There's greenery abound in this store. And are you guys going inside? Is there anything you want to do outside? Or we're going in? Okay. So you guys go inside, and it smells not like the rest of Corbaldur. There is a distinct smell of nature and of that just like petrichor, wet soil, fresh air, lightness that comes with this. Lots of floral elements kind of hit you all at once. It's very flowery. It's not like perfumey levels, but it is just, it's an assault on your senses in like the best way possible. There's lots of very unique colors. There's lots of books on the shelves with different things. There's a couple of people that are in the shop that probably took advantage of the fact that the shop was open. Just to kind of look around, there are plants all over the place. There's empty plant pots. There's leaves all over the ground. There's a little fountain that's on your left as you walk in. There's a little like fish swimming around on the inside of it. And there's a long table that is covered with every type of plant that you can imagine in every sized pot of every different color. There's ferns, there's ficuses, there's little cactuses, there's everything that kind of lives in all of these different environments that kind of coexist and are thriving in this store. And as you guys walk in, that like crunching of the leaves as you walk over kind of like echoes out through the rest of the building. And you just hear, "Coming, one moment." And this little like waif of an elf comes out. And it's very long, curly red hair, skinny with baggy like parachute pants almost. And she goes, "Customers, hi. I'm Tessa. How can I help you guys?" "Oh, that's not concerning. Well, here I am. I was say it again." Yeah, it was a merchant that traveled frequently outside of your farm that said that their sister in Corbaldur might be able to help. You never got the merchant's name, but you do know that it was a merchant that frequented your area. Oh. Oh, well, it's nice to know that Marcus is still peddling his wares. Well, here I am. I got a lovely call from our everyone's favorite Dalasongian about a group of, I believe the words she used are extremely handsome and attractive individuals coming through. You all seem pretty enough. I'm assuming that's all of you. Of course. Ooh. Oh. Well, blights are certainly not fun. How can you describe the blight for me? Let me get a piece of paper out. Please describe it, if you can. I would like you to give a blight description, por favor. Do you know if there are insects on the, you said vine, the grapes, I'm assuming. Wine? before you say yes, Jeremiah goes, "Yeah, is wine." Okay. Well, dark patterns is odd, and holes in fruit and leaves could be insects. Do you have any of the leaves or grapes with you by chance that I could see and examine? I don't know. Do you? Do you? Would you have brought it? Um. I'm ask. I'm asking you. Would you have brought it, or would you have just brought the seeds? Huh. Well. Increased crow activity. Huh, okay. And so she, like, jumps over her counter, like, slides across it Dukes of Hazzard style. And she's, like, just kind of looking through. So these bookshelves, it's covered in books. It's not organized. There's stuff that is just backwards, whatever. And she's like, so, Varlindel Blights. And she pulls out this book, and it's dark purple in its cover, and she goes back and she, again, slides back over the counter, and she puts this book down, and she goes, all right, let me see. She opens it, and she goes, dark patterns, I don't have anything on. Rips and holes could be insects. And crows is weird. And you don't have, and you said you didn't bring any roots or leaves or anything that I can see. Do you have seeds of these at all? Would you mind leaving one here so I can examine it? There's a chance. If it's your only one, then obviously you can keep it, but it's... Well, actually, if it's all right with you, I'd actually like to try and grow it. I have a rather experienced assistant who can speed up the growth of some things every couple of days. So if you give me a little bit of time, I might be able to see if anything occurs growing it here. And if anything happens, it could be a seed issue. If not, it could be a locale issue. Just one. I would just need one. Nipsey, come here. And this little tiny dwarf, like, runs out from the back. He goes, yes, Tess, what's up? He goes, can you grab me one of the special plant pots from the back? And he goes, yeah, of course. And he runs off and he comes back, and it's this little tiny, like, plant pot. It's this weird, like, light gray clay color. It's not a traditional brick color. It's not a stone color. It's a non-normal color pot that you see. And Tessa goes, thank you. She places it on the ground, and she pulls out, like, a special, like, mason jar of dirt from underneath the counter, unscrews it, takes it, puts dirt in the plant pot, screws it, puts it back on her, and she goes, all right, well, let's grab a trowel. The seed dipper makes a little hole, and she goes, if I may, take your seed. And takes it, and she drops it, and she goes, She's just looking at it. One moment. And she goes in the back, and she comes back out with like a Spy Kids, like, triple zoom magnifying glass, and she goes, "You're right. The seeds look relatively normal. A little dry, but, I mean, such are pocket seeds, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, let's," and she puts it in there, and she covers it gently, and then she, like, whispers some magical words, and a little tiny rain cloud appears above the plant pot, and just rains very lightly into the pot. And as the water hits it, that, like, petrichor smell of, like, fresh rain kind of hits you all a little bit harder. And she's just, like, staring, smiling at this little plant pot. And she just goes, "My favorite. All right. Nipsey, can you take this to the back and put it underneath the lamps? And let's see what we can get in a couple of days." And Nipsey goes, "Of course, Tess." Grabs the pot. It's, like, big in his hands. And he kind of, like, shovels it a little bit. Oh, it's close. Kind of runs the back. And then disappears. She goes, let me see. It's going to be, I'm gonna, let's call it 5 gold to do some research and look into this, along with caring for the seed. How's that sound? Of course. Yeah, of course. We can do payment plan. That's fine. So, and she pulls out a little receipt, same way, and she goes, "All right, can I have a name for the receipt?" UW or EW? EWAN. All right. Are you staying anywhere in the city? Cinnabar. He goes, Gunner. Okay. Writes it down. Cinnabar. And she goes, "All right, half gold, 2.5, 2 gold now, 3 gold at, 2 gold now, 3 gold at time of whatever." And she just writes "grow" and "report" basically on it, and rips it off, takes her copy, yeah, and hands it to you. And she goes, "All right, give me a couple of days. If anything happens, I will reach out to you at the inn. How's that sound?" Wonderful. Is there? Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And at that point, Nipsey comes back out. "Don't worry, sir. She's very precious with all of her seeds. She loves the plants. They're the best." This place is magnificently green. You have not seen color like this since walking up the stairs to Corbaldor. Like, walking up the limestone staircase outside is covered in exotic plants and trees and vines and stuff like that. This is the most green and reds and orange and blues and purples and colors and flower types that you have seen. It seems like this place, if you're going to go anywhere, is the place to get plants or help with plants. If you want, you can roll an insight check. Okay. Slutty 20. Yeah, you trust that this is the place you might be able to find an answer. She seems to care about what she does. She seems to have a lot of fun with what she's doing, and there's just I don't know. There is love in this place, and that's hard to explain, but, like, you kind of can feel it now that you recognize it. You're like, oh. No, like, this feels like how your old house felt before Caleb passed away. Yeah, the plains walk. No, like, there's love here beyond, like, a job, kind of thing. Like, there is an enjoyment about what they're doing far beyond anything that money could ever, like, encourage. Well, like I said, this will take a couple of days. Is there anything that I can help anyone else with? Does anyone want any plants? I sell everything related to plants. What kind of seeds are you looking for? Oh, enrich the soil. Question, do you have many grapes that are salvageable towards the bottom of the vines? Or are you picking mostly from the top? Okay, so if you're all right with your floor being a little bit bumpy, we'll call it, we can get you some pretty good mushroom spores. And planting those in the ground will enrich a lot of the soil. How big are we talking? How many rows of vines do you have? How large is your plantation? Okay, so we'll call it 35 rows of vines, somewhere in that range. Here, you have given me something fun to look for. I'll give you a deal. Let's call it 100 gold for all of the seeds and spores that you would need. Yeah. They're worth 5 silver? Well, it's half gold, so it's 5 silver, like... She goes, come here, let me show you. And she, like, brings you back. And she basically shows you that she has a bunch of these mushrooms, so they're not going anywhere. So she goes, don't feel that this needs to be an immediate purchase. But if I am starting something and I want the soil enriched, I'm planting as many mushrooms as I can. With 35 vines, you're looking at just about 2.5 gold per row of vines for mushroom spores. So just quantity is the reason that it's so expensive, but we have plenty of them. So if this doesn't need to be a today purchase, you can absolutely come back and get them any other day. Very well. Okay. Yes, we will keep an eye on it. We'll keep it under our grow lights, and we will we'll see what happens. All right. Like I said, if anything happens, I'll reach out to Gunnar, and we can inform you. Wonderful. Just the flowers? Let's call it 4 copper? 2 each? Yeah, 4. Ah, thank you. Let me go and grab some snips really quick. She goes over and like there's some genuine care as she's taking these flowers out. And she takes them and she puts them on. She goes, these are called delphinium. These are from well to the south, actually. It took me many weeks to procure the perfect color, I guess, would be the best way to think about it. Well and truly, yes. We found them high up in Burden Pass, in case you're wondering. But here you go. And she just wraps them up and she goes, here you are. Thank you very much. Of course. Nice. Is there anything anyone else wants? Okay. Wonderful. Well, like I said, if there's anything else anyone needs flower-wise, or if you know anyone who wants flowers, please send them my way. And we'll see you in a couple of days. Have a wonderful day. Of course. And you guys head back out. So, and Jeremiah is just kind of waiting outside, being kept close to Oswald, going, all right, so where else we going? Pub time? Whorehouse? Well, I mean, and he looks at his pocket watch. He goes, I mean, the fireworks will start in about an hour and a half if we want to go and find a spot in the Cobblebleaks. I mean, I'd like to watch it from up there. You know, it's kind of the prettiest spot. All right. And so he walks you guys back to the nearest lift, and he says hi to the lift operator. The guy goes, Jeremiah. He goes, hey, Todd. He goes, I got friends. This guy makes wine. And then Oswald, I guess, like, gives him a look. He goes, we'll go up to the Cobblebleaks, please. Thank you. Todd looks at you, Oswald, and just goes, nice. Flicks the lever. As you guys like slowly are brought up to the Cobblebleaks. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're up here for the next hour and a half? Or are you just kind of wandering around, enjoying the scenery, waiting for the fireworks to start? Okay. And there's a couple of sellers up here. You guys can grab some popcorn for an insignificant amount of money. You guys can, grab some drinks, some street yogurt, that kind of stuff, and eventually you kind of find your way up as you're wandering around, and it's a bit of a like steep staircase up one of the stalagmites. But you do come to like a landing that's like, I'm gonna say a couple hundred yards away from like the ceiling of the interior of Cor Baldur, but you guys can see most of the city. Like, there's some stuff that's hidden by the other large stalagmites, but you guys can see the vast majority of this city. And Jeremiah kind of explains a little bit about it. He's like, yeah, so, in case no one's told you, the Cindershards that come out of the Embermane mine, they're ground up in the Onyx Balustrade. I don't know if you guys have heard words. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Dawn Forge at all. But so deep in the Onyx Balustrade, that's the castle that right there. It's where all the lava from the mountain kind of pools together. And way back when the city was first built, there was the Embermanes were the miners that kind of dug deep down there and found kind of where that lava pooled, and they made a giant forge down there. And many years later, when the cinder shards were found, no other forge could, like, do anything to them. Like, they were heat resistant. It was crazy. Or so I'm told, obviously. This was 800 years ago. And he goes, so basically, there's special masters smithies that work in the Onyx Balustrade. And they oversee the Dawn Forge. And they're brought these cinder shards. And basically, the cinder shards are melted from their crystal form into this, like, oddly super fragile bar of, like, weird crystal magic is the best way I can describe it. And then that's given to some other master forges there that is then crushed under these massive stone hammers. I don't know if anyone was woken up last night from it, but you could actually hear the pounding from them deep within the mountain. It's very, like, rhythmic. People think it's an earthquake sometimes if they're really close, but from up here and from, like, the Diamond Shine District, it's very much just like a heartbeat. That makes sense? And so that dust is just crushed up, and once it's crushed, then it goes to Arena Ruby Shaper, who's the head of the craftsmen, and her family. Well, she does it, but her family basically turns that dust into fireworks. And I don't know a lot about it, but I think the crystal dust, like, enhances magic. Because, like, the fireworks have some magical properties to them, and I think the powder from the cinder shards makes it more vavoomy. You know what I'm saying? Very heavily. No, it's not even the right people get it. Diana Embermain, Aris Antiquebo, the miners, and the Dawn Forge overseers are the only ones that have access to the crystals themselves. And then Irina personally is the one that puts the powder in the fireworks. Like, her craftsmen and the enchanters that work for her obviously make the fireworks themselves, but Irina's the only one that handles the powder. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. If you ever get to take the tour of the Onyx Balustrade, highly recommend it. Not during the festival. Super touristy. They have a whole, like, diorama, like live action diorama of how it goes. I got a friend, Jason. He works as the Dawn Forge Master. Fucking, we joke on him every time we're at the pub. But yeah, they do like a reenactment every couple of hours. He hates when we all come because we make it a field trip. There's like 80 of us, and then he has to do it in front of us. It's the best. Yeah, it's real cool stuff, honestly. Yeah. And so you guys kind of sit there, and, like, there's, like, little idle chatter. I don't think there's anything you guys... I'm guessing there's nothing you guys want to kind of talk about interpersonally. Go ahead.
one of these evenings we can exchange stories.
I'm sure.
Oh,
That's
Mr.
it.
Pratt.
Oh,
Oh, Evio would just chime in, so what, like after that, and just say, "Thank you again for the ingredients for the kit. That was very kind of you."
I think he's a little enamored with that alchemy jug right now.
Mm.
Hey.
Ewan, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Yeah, you.
You. In.
Okay.
You.
I can do it now.
There he goes.
I was just across the room in the kitchen. I was still listening,
sec.
but I was putting onion rings in the air fryer. Okay. Alrighty then. Hold my character. You said perception, right?
Da.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. Y'all ain't ready for this roll.
Do it. Percent.
Natural 20.
I'm gonna perceive so good.
Ooh, that was close.
Ooh, and when I say so good, I do of course mean a 4 for a 5.
Natural.
Okay.
For
So, while Jeremiah is going through and talking about the ins and outs of the cinder shards and the forging process of it, you guys are, again, like some of you guys are grabbing popcorn or drinks or whatever while he's kind of telling the story. Ewan, see a little cart that's passing by. And the smell from this cart is distinct. This is a, like, fresh baked goods cart. And the smell of the bread on this cart is enamoring to you right now. Kind of brings you back a little bit. Brings you back to the farm. Brings you back to the ship. Brings you back to the tunnels. Brings you back to Caleb.
I
Do you-
catch a whiff,
Mm-hmm.
and I am drawn towards that.
Oh. Hello, friend. Can I offer you any baked goods?
I like
Sets
to
his
take a
cart down.
sniff.
Little bell jingles. Yeast, honey, butter. Just the smell of, like, a bakery fresh in the morning. Just slams your nose. You can taste it on the back of your tongue. Your brain clears for a second as you're, like, jettisoned back through your own history. So, can I help you?
Can I have some bread?
Sure. That's going to be 1 copper.
I
fr-
hand it over very quickly.
it's hot. Just be careful. And he takes it and he bags it. And he takes your copper and he puts it in his pocket. And he goes, "Here you go. Enjoy." And he picks his card up and the bell jingles as he just kind of starts walking away. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I go to take a bite.
Sure. You take a bite. The crust on this bread, it's just just crunch as your teeth bite through it. The inside steams as this just moist, soft, pocketed bread just fills every sense that you have. And it calms your soul. You've been so stressed since this blight hit your plants and stuff didn't go great and you're missing home. There's just a lot of, like, mixed feelings about this because you're trying to fulfill a promise, you're trying to keep a memory alive, but you're trying to fix a problem that you don't know anything about. And this bread just kind of just tightens that core a little bit and makes you feel a little bit more like the Ewan of old in this moment. But you look around,
Shit.
the party's not around you. And so you're like, well, where did they go? So you wander a little bit. Not far, but you're like, did they go a street over? So you walk a street closer to the outside of the Cobblebleaks. And what you notice is that because this is your first time like actually exploring the Cobblebleaks, there seems to be like cutouts that go to the outside of the mountain. That go to these little like viewing platforms, basically, that let you look out over the rest of the mountain range and see far off the giant lake to the south of the city, the southeast of the city, to the far off lights are just visible of like Dornwick, several hundred, like 100 miles away kind of thing. Like you're very high up and it is a very clear, crisp night. And you step out onto this little dais, overlooking the rest of the mountains. Stars are shining. You have this warm bread. And you're kind of at peace for the first time in a long time. You know there's a lot that you still have to do. But you can kind of breathe for a second. I'd like you to make one more perception check. With advantage.
Okay. Bring up the sheet. Perception.
2 and a 1. Come on.
Yeah,
we got it.
Fuck
Yeah,
up your
fuck,
lore. Let's go.
We got it.
All right. Okay. Perception.
I'm sorry, that's impolite. I should root. I should root for the 2s and the 1s for me. Mess up my stuff.
Well
Fucking
done, Joey.
7 is the
Bravo.
highlight.
So, you're looking out, and you're enjoying the view of this, and you're kind of like, you lean against the railing, and you have your bread in your right hand, and you just kind of like, arms are rested on it, you're just kind of looking up. The breeze is soft, smell of like, a little bit of that like, cold snap that you smell right before a like snowstorm happens, but it's not cold. It's coming down from the mountains. And it takes you a second before you realize that something is tugging on your right arm. And you look down.
Look.
And there's this little lizard creature just going to town on the loaf of bread you just bought.
I reach for I try to get the bread back, and I go, "Hey, that's mine."
You still have it in your hand. It's just, it noticed that you weren't paying attention and kind of skittered over. And was just like, you didn't notice the first time. So he takes a bigger bite and a bigger bite. And he's now eaten like half of this before you finally realize it and rip it back. But he doesn't run away. He just kind of stands there. And he kind of relaxes a little bit. And he's just kind of sitting there. Staring at you, expectantly.
At first I was like upset, but then this thing's being kind of polite right now, so I guess I'll take the bread that I have left and I'll rip it in half and hold out some, see if it wants some more, and be like, I'm sorry, that we can share.
And so you break it in half, and the crunch, as you rip it in half, like the steam of it is exaggerated because it's colder out here than it was in the mountain. And as you reach out, it kind of like backs up a second. But then it closes its eyes, just goes, and then darts over. And like half, like 2 little claws on the bread, chewing the piece that while you're still holding it. And then he gets it, he keeps chewing, you take a bite of yours, he's chewing on his, and he kind of gets to a point where like it's a little bit too small for you to hold, so he just kind of like grabs it with his mouth, stays on the railing, just slowly eating the bread, finishes it. Do you finish yours? or do you save some?
I finish mine as well.
Okay. So you finish your bread, and then you kind of go, okay. You should probably find the rest of the party. And so you say anything, or do you just go?
I think given the circumstances, I would be like, well, that bread was pretty good. Next time, maybe ask before you just rip it out of someone's hands, okay, little guy? And then I'll
Just,
turn.
Turns his head to the side a little bit. And you said you turn, you go back inside?
Yeah, I would at that point I would be like, oh, that was fucking strange, but I would turn to go.
So you go back inside, and you wander through the streets a little bit, and you eventually find the rest of the party. And it's casual conversations. You see Raynard talking with Oswald. You see Potty talking with VO. And you kind of just go, oh, sorry, guys, I fell behind. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before the fireworks start?
Does anybody see where that? Was anybody? Did they see me get the bread?
No, they
Like,
didn't
was
see
that,
you
like,
get the bread.
nearby when I bought it? No.
No, this was like you got distracted by something while the party was still walking forward. They kind of disappeared out of eyeshot, and then you were like, oh. And then the bread guy came, and you were like, bread. Wandered to try and find them, found your own little spot, and then are just rejoining them now.
Okay, so I'll be like, yeah, did anybody see like a bakery / bread merchant coming through with a cart?
I did not. I was.
Ryan, you are a robot.
Turning into VO.
Yeah, you are turning into VO. Transformation.
It's in character. It's in character.
No, you need to like unplug and
Good.
replug in your
Very good.
microphone.
No, I actually like it. This is
Good bit.
I haven't played too much Dark Tide. This is Skitari.
Yeah.
For like half a second,
Word.
I was like, "Oh, Ryan got like one of those like voice modulator things,
Yeah.
like to get more in character. That's cool."
The machine.
Oh no!
Yeah, you need to
It's cool,
you need to
man.
replug your mic in, Ryan. You're
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
pretty sure the Discord switched his microphone to his ceiling fan.
Oh boy. Is it worse now?
No,
That's better.
it's say a full sentence.
I'm saying a full sentence right now. It
There
keeps
we
going.
go.
Okay, cool.
Come on, man.
We're
If you're
back.
gonna
Ryan
do robot
won the
voices,
battle
at
for the
least
soul.
get the voice changer like I have.
Okay.
Commit to the bit.
Was it? I'll commit to the bit.
It was so funny. I was like, yo, so someone like text message, like, getting a text message right near their microphone, and then you started talking with it. Oh, it's Ryan. The transformation begins.
Oh my god. I am
The
interested to
11
see
on
how
its
that.
way.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
So funny. Nice job, Jake. Well, good call on,
Yeah.
on transforming.
But anyway, okay, so fucking have you guys seen a bread cart coming through? I just had some. It was incredible. I want more, but I lost sight of them.
That does
I
sound
didn't-
very nice.
I didn't see any bread come through.
Mm.
I didn't smell
you
it.
didn't. Of course you didn't. Okay, well, just keep an eye out if anyone sees something like that. And I would describe whatever details I recall of what the person looked like, what the cart looked like.
Okay.
Will do.
And so as you guys are having this
for deception.
Yeah. As this is happening, far off, right above the Onyx Balustrade, the castle in the center of the city, the first firework is shot up into the air. and yeah, mortars. Take cover.
No,
The first
no,
one
no, we're
fires
not
up.
doing that.
And it goes higher than you guys. It goes all the way up to the peak, and you guys can kind of follow. It's like it glows a little bit closer to magic than it does like fire. You watch as the fuse kind of burns out, and then it kind of just begins to pulse blue a little bit. And there's this soft hiss that fills the entire city. It's not unpleasant, it's not loud, it's just this like and what happens in front of you is this first firework goes off. And it's not just like debris that like flies off in different directions in different colors. The pieces that explode out change color as they are leaving the initial radius of the explosion. And as they're leaving the range of the explosion, they start to turn, and then they send right back up to the top. Each and every one of them, all the little pieces that exploded out of the first one, all basically like drone themselves back up to where the first one exploded. And then they all slam together. And as they do, it's this weird, like, infinite loop track. Like the 4D track that kind of like pulses out in those same like firework debris. And then 849 appears in the light of this. And then it kind of fizzles away into nothing. And the second one goes up, and the third one goes up, and the fourth one goes up. And the second one is it turns in the same magnificently awe-inspiring display. And it turns into the seal of the city. You guys have all seen it. It was on the flyers that you all found for the Cindershard Festival. So, representing the Embermane family, it is the symbol of Corbaldur. And after that, it's normal fireworks, but it's the colors of it. It's the smells of it. It doesn't smell like gunpowder. It doesn't smell like explosives. You guys know that like sulfury kind of smell a little bit. And this is not that. This is like spices, fresh air, like coastal ocean breeze, fresh cut grass. Like, it smells that you're like, how is this associated with fireworks at all? But it's like reminding you all of different places that you came from. It's the smell of like deep pine woods as like these fireworks form trees and fizzle into campfires. That smell of burning wood kind of fills the entire place. And as that smoke rises up from that fireworks display, it then turns into a rain cloud, and then it rains down. But what it rains down is like this sweet candy scent. And it is this 10-minute display of like every sensory experience you could imagine all slammed together. And you're all just, what is happening? This is awesome. This is amazing. Jeremiah is quiet for the first time since any of you have met him. He's just leaning on the railing, just like staring in awe of it. And it slowly peters out. And some smaller ones go off. You can see that the Diamond Shine District and some of the Cobble Bleaks are like sending off like normal fireworks. People are sending firecrackers and Roman candles and that kind of stuff up. They're not reaching anywhere near the height of the original fireworks show. They're not changing colors, but the fireworks celebration, the main one has finished, and now is when everyone is done watching and wants to have fun with it. That was amazing.
Yes.
Never get tired of it.
Honestly,
Indeed.
That is an amazing spectacle.
I think
It's
I
one of the
actually
coolest
agree
things
with you.
there is. See? I'm not so bad.
Wow.
So yeah. Welcome to Corbaldur, if no one said it to you yet. It's a really cool place. So,
Thanks.
Let's get you guys to a pub. Right? That's where we're going
Yeah.
next.
Yes.
Woo!
Let's stay up here and take one of the lifts that's closer to that side of the city, so we don't have to avoid the traffic and all of the mortar fire of. And he looks down, and there's just. It is what you would imagine a war zone looks like, of just fireworks getting sent in every direction. The smell of normal fireworks smoke is rising up to where you guys are. And he goes, yeah, we should get away from the edge right now. It's not safe to breathe that stuff in.
So we don't want to go, like, directly down from here.
I would prefer not to walk through. When he looks down and he goes, that? And it's, like I said, it's just fireworks explosions happening like 20 feet above buildings. Like, it is like walking through the hood that has a bunch of fireworks. You're like, all right, I don't want to be in this.
Fair.
He goes, yeah, let's walk through a couple bleaks and take the other one down so we don't have to deal with that. And
Lead the way.
of course. And he just kind of nuzzles up next to Oswald. He goes, I kind of like being hugged.
I'm glad you do.
Come on, big
And
boy.
I grab him.
Let's go! And he's just like awkwardly like half walking to the side, like a significant portion of his weight is being put on you as he's like lean walking. And so you guys go, and it takes about 20 minutes. Much quicker up here on this level of like traffic. There's just not as many people up here. Everyone's kind of like, you see still people like up on the balconies, people are drinking in their homes, on their decks, whatever. Like, there's a calmer, more like, I enjoyed the atmosphere of this portion from the Cobblebleaks of like, I enjoyed the show of this without having to be in the thick of it, basically. And so you guys get over there and you get on the lift and you head on down, and like as you're going down, the smell of fireworks and that gunpowder and stuff like that is like assaulting your nose, burning the inside of your nostrils a little bit. You guys look, and Jeremiah has like his whole face covered in his like the leather tunic part of his armor, which he did not mention to cover your faces. He's like, you guys might want to cover your face. It's not good to breathe all this in.
I like the
I do
smell.
that.
And so you
I
guys
think-
head.
Yep, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, was
Vio's probably good.
Yeah.
And so you guys head down, and as you hit ground level of this, you're assaulted with a whole other smell. This is now fried foods, like churro fried dough, cinnamon rolls, spices, popcorn, ice cream, all the different. You guys are in a very busy part of the city, of the Diamond Shine District right now. You're over here by where my cursor is. And the tents and the shops, this is the same kind of festival atmosphere as the day that you first arrived. There's carnival games, there's rides, there's kids screaming, there are parents chasing, you hear hawkers trying to get people into their stalls, all of that. And Jeremiah, like, very efficiently leads you through this crowd and is even like, oh, sorry, everyone, Steelfield business, everyone get out of the way, like pushing people out of the way, getting like the clear pathway. And eventually he does get you guys over to the entrance of the Loaded Shaft Lounge. It is a very large building. The outside exterior walls are these very heavy, squared off timber pieces, very similar to what you would see as like a mine shaft like support structure. A door sits in the middle of that. Windows sit in the middle of replicated versions of it all along the wall. There's like 3 floors to this tavern. It is a very large building. And you guys can head on inside. Let me put characters in. Again, I will edit sizes of everyone once we're done.
Big VO.
V11.
Yeah.
And so this place is large. It's a very, like, clean-cut white stone floor. It's smooth. It's not like the cobblestone that you would see outside. It's very high-quality masonry for it. There's 2 massive fireplaces on your right-hand side. There's large leather lounge chairs that sit in front of it. The smell of cigar smoke and tobacco kind of fill your nose as you walk in. The center of the room has a massive well in it that has like a little like well housing and a cage that blocks off anyone from falling into it. And there's like some ornate like little plaques around it that you can kind of just see offhand. The place is relatively quiet. There are a handful of people in here. A lot of people are still out in the streets celebrating, getting food, whatever. It's later in the evening, but it's not time to be in a tavern getting drunk yet. It's people trying to enjoy the last couple of hours of the festival. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I would like to look around and see if I spot anybody who matches the description I was given.
I would like you to roll a perception check.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, you can.
That's a 21.
Nice.
Okay. So you walk in and you head to the right. You head over towards the fireplaces. Some people are kind of sitting around. There's a lot of conversation. The smell of the cigars gets a little bit heavier over here. You catch up like little pieces of conversation. People are talking about the festival. There's a pair of individuals who are talking about like trades that they have to make tomorrow morning in the Diamond Shine district. You don't really see anything of interest over here. As you head further into the back, there's more of like a display case area. There's a couple of gnomes back there that are having a discussion about like the art pieces that are in them. You kind of head back around over like this area. You get a good look at the actual well as you walk past it. There's plaques. It talks about how this is like the original well that was in the area, how miners used to rappel down, and it was one of the very first like Nice channels that was dug in this area of the city. And so it's kind of like there as a homage to where the city has come from. It is also surrounded by signs of like, do not try to pull the bars off, do not go near the well if you are drunk. It's all like the hazardous warnings of drunk people around deep holes kind of thing. And as you are approaching this like little intersection, to your right is the bar that is not heavily packed. There's a couple of like dwarves behind the counter mixing drinks, a couple of people cleaning. But over to your left, you do see a hooded individual that is sitting in a darker corner, and you notice just briefly a very furry, pepper-colored, like salt and pepper-colored furry paw picking up a glass of like brown liquid and sipping it and putting it back down. Not interacting with people, hood up.
I think I will kind of murmur something to Valor on my shoulder and just have her fly over and where is there she is. Just have her like perch on the edge of the chair here as I approach, and not gonna sit down right away, but just kind of stop by this chair and ask, you don't happen to be Kem, are you?
She kind of pauses in the middle, about to take a sip, and, like, very slightly lifts her head up to look at you. Very slightly turns her head to look at the owl. Down.
Valor is holding that blue flower in her beak, holding it out.
She looks at it. She downs her drink. Slams the glass on the table. Leans forward so you can't see any of her face. Who's asking?
So out of character, does the captain that I was serving back in Phandalin have a name?
He does. Give me one moment to find...
Slarty Bartfast. You're welcome.
That's correct.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
I got you.
Too late. Didn't burn another.
Alright,
Commander Tepos, Tepos, is your commanding
That's what I
officer.
said.
Short for what Jordan said.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I would respond, well, technically, Commander Tepos in Phandalin is the one asking, but he couldn't be here, so I am instead. My name is Sir Reynard Frost.
Fuck. Wait here. And she gets up and she grabs her glass, does not interact with Valor at all, shoves past you and goes back over to the bar area, slams her glass down, slams coins down, and waits a minute. Eventually, when the bartenders come over, you just kind of are noticing this out of the side of your eye. You're not, like, trying to bring attention to it.
Just kind of murmur to Valor, like, better luck next time.
Valor's like, just like, let down.
Kind
Valor
of
doesn't like being turned down.
reaffix the flower to her.
Yeah. Thank you. Can you to the left a little bit?
Right, yes. And then I do that.
Thank you. And so at that point, the tabaxi will come back over with a far over-poured glass of the same brown liqueur. And goes and sits down back in her chair, tucks her leg underneath her, drinks half of the glass, slams it back down, and goes, Tepos isn't getting what he wants until I get my daughter back.
Well, it sounds like this is perhaps a bit deeper or more involved than I knew
You have
before.
no idea.
Well, would you care to explain a bit? I'm
Why
not
do you come in
sure
here
I can-
asking all of these questions?
Because I was ordered to, unfortunately.
By?
Commander Tepos.
For what? What do you need?
Well, for my job for the time being. He was looking for some information from you.
Yeah, I know what he wants from me. He always wants the same thing from me. But he doesn't realize how difficult it is in this fucking city. How much money do you have?
Is this information that I would need to pay for?
No, I need to pay someone back. How much money do you have?
Well, at the moment, enough to get by on the day-to-day, but not enough to pay any big debts. What kind of a cost are we talking?
1,200 gold.
Not that much.
Justin,
What's up?
semi out of character. Do you need some backup?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
I guess
to
we
have a
can
friend
we
over
can say
here,
this.
but,
While Reynard is over here, what is everyone else doing?
I think Vio's like kind of keeping an eye on him. Like
Yeah,
from the
I'm watching the situation. I don't like the way this is going.
Keeping watch.
Yeah. What was it? This lady has
I'll
like
always keep it watch.
a bunch of just weapons pointed at her at the moment.
Yeah, I think Ewan would pick up on the vibe of what everyone else is up to and follow suit.
Okay. So I would say position yourselves wherever you would be sitting in this area. Just so I have a
Sit down at
visual.
tables with other people.
Yeah.
I was sitting at the table with Potty and Kale, but I'm gonna start just walking over.
Okay.
Hide it.
Green Goblin blending in with the red carpet. And so she's kind of like sitting there, and she's kind of quiet for a second. She kind of like has her glass in both of her hands. She's just kind of like resting out on her bottom lip. She's like, "You came in with a large group. Any
Yes.
particular reason you came in with so much backup?"
Well, because I was involved in some, unexpected violence over by the mine. There was some,
The incursion at the Ambermain mine. Yes.
yes.
I heard about
And, these are all the people who fought against the creatures there alongside me and my friend Valor here. We have been confined to the city since then, and so we've been sticking together. I hope that didn't come off the wrong way, walking in here with that big a group. I'm not trying to intimidate anybody here, but, well...
You know what? Fine. You'll do. Chugs the rest of her drink. Get your friends. We're going upstairs.
Oh, lovely.
And she, like, leaves the glass on the table, walks right past Valor, walks right past you, heads right over for the stairs.
I look over at Oswald and say, I'll do.
I'm going to, are you sure about this, Reynard?
Well, I do have a job to do, and this is it. So, if things go bad, things go bad. I've been in worse scrapes than this.
I'm going to come with you.
She did say bring your friends as she walked past you.
Right.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm coming too.
I would say, you are certainly welcome. I think she actually wants all of us to come along.
If you need me to step in to assist, just tap your left thigh twice.
Will do. I'm hoping that we can keep this, peaceful, though.
And so who is following? Is everyone following upstairs?
I'm
Yep.
going up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I see the gang moving,
Yeah, I would just kind of try to catch the eye of each of my friends and
So,
kind of beckon
you
them
got-
along.
yeah. So you guys head upstairs, and she's hands like in her pockets, hood still up, just like quiet, like silent, walking down the hallway of this place. Like, even for the lightest of you, like Potty, the floor is creaking. She is making no noise when she walks. And
Valor is going to stay downstairs.
okay, so Valor can stay perched on a little table, like inspecting the whiskey glass that was there. Just like
Probably taking a
enamored.
couple extra sips.
Yeah. And so she kind of wanders all the way down to the end of the hallway when she gets up to the top and makes a quick right turn. And as you guys are all kind of following, you're a couple meters behind, you make that turn and a door is left just cracked right around the corner of that. And a candle is ignited inside. You guys see the kind of warm glow kind of creeping out, and you all like filter in. You notice that there is no key hole like for this door, or there's no key like in the lock for this to open it. There is if anyone has a passive perception above like 12, you would probably notice that this was lockpicked very quickly to open it. And you guys all step into what is a very large, basically stateroom in this tavern, or in this inn. There's a separate side room. I don't have a map for it. There's a separate side room with 2 bedrooms attached to it. There's like a personal bathroom with hot water. There is its own personal bar. There's a fireplace inside of it. There's a bunch of leather chairs. There's like something akin to like a conference table almost. It's just a long dining room wooden table. And you see, for everyone else, you see this individual just kind of standing over by the fireplace as a like small thing of fire ignites on their thumb, and she just casts it into the fireplace, which ignites the logs that are inside. And hands back in her pocket, she just goes, "Close the door. Once the last of you are in."
Well, I see you got some nice accommodations. Wish I could say the same for us.
Oh, this isn't my room. We're just borrowing it for a moment.
Oh.
And let me see which music I want to play. Yeah, okay. We'll rock with this for right now. And so...
I want to rock right now.
And so she's kind of just like rocking on her heels a little bit. And then she just kind of backs up a little bit. And she sits down in one of the leather chairs that's right in front of the fireplace. And she goes, "You're quite a large group to come into a tavern, all 6 of you. That's a bit of a dead giveaway."
Well, I think usually during festivals, groups of friends traveling together shouldn't be an uncommon sight.
Friends sit together. Friends laugh. Friends have conversations with one another. You all spread out around the room.
Well, kind of look to everybody else and say, apparently you all looked too suspicious.
Sorry.
Void.
Is it just
Raise
making
one
sure?
eyebrow.
Now, I do think it's probably worthwhile to ask, have we stumbled into some kind of covert game of espionage and subtle work like that, or are you just critiquing our skills for that kind of work?
Column B.
Well, good thing we weren't doing that kind of work then.
Just general insults.
More or less. You're very loud, and you do all stand out.
Yep.
Is it true that you were the group that cleared out the Embermain mine during the incursion?
Yes.
Well,
It might be.
there
Indeed
were
it
some
is.
guards that assisted us, but yes.
I saw what
Gods.
Araset did.
We
but
assisted them.
I watched you all
Well.
go into the cave. Is it true that you came out and you dealt with the threats?
Yes.
She just kind of takes a really deep breath. She goes, "Maybe you're not as useless as I thought."
I've heard that many times.
I...
Oh.
Curious, what gave you the impression we were useless?
She takes another deep breath and goes, mutters to herself, "My mother always told me not to say anything mean. I didn't mean it. So I'm going to pass on that one. Everyone sit. You want your information so bad about your fort. Yes, that's what we're here for?
If
Tepos
that
is up my
what
ass
the
again for
information-
Fort Algidar.
If that is what the information is about, then yes, I personally would be quite interested. I was told to come here and get information for him.
Yes, well, he has been up my ass about Fort Aljdar for weeks now, and I have my own problem to deal with that you're now going to help me deal with if you want your information. Yes?
That would depend very much on what the problem is.
Well, the problem is, I've been framed for something that I did not do.
Ah.
That's unfortunate.
A kindred
That's crazy.
Kem
I
stands up.
kind of glance at Potty, just kind of giving a look of like, you got something relevant here?
Nah, nothing. Moving on.
Looks like it's
Where am
him, and just say, what were you framed for?
I was framed for stealing something from one of the largest loan sharks in Corbaldor. A lighter that belonged to Baelwick. Baelrek. Baelwreck. Baelrek is a bastard of a man. And for whatever reason, they believe that that lighter was taken by me. But I can tell you...
Lighter.
A lighter. Was
Or
taken
lighting
by me.
Fires?
Yeah, like a little flint and steel kind of thing.
Is there something special about it?
Not that I'm aware of, but they believe I took it. And before I could do anything about it, Baelric had his men raid my house, my apartment, and take my daughter as collateral until this lighter is returned.
That seems a bit of an over-escalation.
You don't know Baelric. Clearly.
It doesn't sound like I want to.
So, now, our issue. Baelric has my daughter. I am going to get her back. But that means I have to find the lighter and return it to him. Because even though I didn't take it, he expects me to return it.
Is he someone of influence here?
Yes. Baelric is one of the most economically inclined individuals in the city. He's one of the largest loan sharks that exists on the western coast of Varlindel. He is ruthless.
Now, is this a name that Potty would know?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Alright, let me...
Out of curiosity, would Vio know from just people around Crater's Edge?
Yeah. Anyone who thinks they might know can make a history check. Anyone who would be have been involved in Varlindel for longer than
Well,
3 or 4 years has a chance.
And
Yeah, that's outside of
did
me.
you say this was a history check?
Yes.
Kind of a weird one. I would like to make the check, but I'm gonna make it with disadvantage because maybe my family had some knowledge or some dealings of this guy, but if they maybe did, it is uncertain whether Reynard would have been, privy to that.
That's fine. You can do that if you'd like. Nothing. So... Potty, you have heard the name before, but you don't know anything associated with it. Vio, you know the name Baelrek very well. From what you recall, Baelrek is... let me grab this. I don't think I can. Can I just paste images in here? I can. So this is a general image of what Balrek is that you can recall, Vio, and you can go ahead and describe him to the party. Balrek is like nearly 7 feet tall. He is a very rare species called a simic hybrid. And he is this human sea creature amalgamation that moved to Varlindel many, many years ago from the islands to the south of Varlindel. He ran a gang that you don't know much about, but very quickly became a common name amongst people who needed money. He was very popular in gambling circles, and he was very popular amongst people looking for like startup capital. He made money very quickly when he first got here, and that has only snowballed since then. Balrek is a massive loan shark. He, for, lack of a better pun, he is a loan shark. His skin is light. Say it again. Someone say something?
That's just funny.
Oh, okay. His very light blue skin, very like slippery, smooth, like leathery type skin. He is missing his right arm, and his left arm is a massive crab claw, like a crusher claw. He has very defined red crystals growing out of his head in like a mohawk style, but very much also mimics like a fin, almost. It looks like his hair is almost like slicked back. It's just made of crystals. He does have his gills on the side of his neck, and he is very much out of place here as a sea creature in a mountain city. But his name carries a lot of weight. Vio, you would have heard it mentioned several times from Finzip and Santar during their, dealings. You would have vague memories of Finzip talking about this individual. You don't know anything other than you have this weird feeling about him, but it's very hard to describe. You don't have the words to do so. But you do know what he looks like because you have looked into him somewhat or asked questions about him at some point.
Yeah, probably just like people passing through the tavern or something, and just
or you talking to
shady
Bo and asking questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so you guys, so Chem basically sits and explains that Balrek believes that I have this lighter, and I don't know why it's important, and I don't know why he thinks I took it, but for whatever reason, he does, and he took my daughter as collateral, and I'm getting her back, and if you want Tapos's information, you're helping me.
Well, I can appreciate the attempt at extortion, but you could have just asked. I would be happy to help.
It's all the same ends. You want something I have, you're going to help me get something I need.
And this isn't a situation where we could, say, rough him up, make him give her back.
Deal with him.
No, it's not. Balrek is one of the most protected individuals outside of Diana Ambermain herself. You're not getting close to him, or anyone he wants, without express permission from him. Balrek is a monster.
Well, where's this lighter then? Any leads on that?
That's where it gets difficult. I know where the lighter is.
Because you stole it.
No. Again, I don't know how they framed me. I don't know how I was even on their radar. let's be bold. I'm quite good at what I do. I'm quite good at not really being seen, not really being heard. And somehow, I was followed and framed for this. The lighter was taken by Zeres. Zeres, some call him. I don't really know the pronunciation. Zeres. He's a rival, Loan Shark. Small time, but eager to, I don't know, get leverage, get his foot in the door, something. I have reason to believe that his henchman personally stole it from Balrek's home when he wasn't there, and somehow planted evidence on me, or in my home, that allowed him to connect the dots. So for whatever reason, Zeres wants me out of the picture, and is willing to put my daughter in harm's way to do it. So,
And just to be certain,
yes.
because if we are going to help you out with this, is there anything else that you know about this situation that you are not sharing?
Of course. There's 1,000 different things I'm not sharing. You just walked into a bar, dropped my name, which no one knows,
Apparently
and
I
then
do,
mentioned the
and-
one person who could get me to talk.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm withholding quite a bit of information. I'm giving you the bare minimum at the moment until we can gain some trust here.
I can think of at least one way to help build some trust.
I'm all ears.
Share the information. If
In
we're
due
going
time.
into danger to help you, more information means greater chance of success.
Correct. That's why I have to get it first.
The information.
More information. I have mine. And I'll be willing to share more. But I need to go and check on some things first.
Well, then where should we start?
Well, we can start by you keeping your hand away from your thigh. And not double tapping it. Second, let's meet tomorrow night. At, where are you? The cigar, the Cinna something? Some shit dive hole in the Diamond Sign District? Is that where you're staying?
Was that lovely
Well-
establishment named the Cinnabar?
Ah, yes, that's what it's called. The guards were mumbling when I was listening to them talking. So, stay there. Go and speak with whomever you're going to speak with the Steel Veil. Believe they'll be calling tomorrow morning. And we can meet after that. I'll have my information by then.
Well, we will do what we can and do our best not to get killed while we don't have all of the information that you could provide.
Indeed.
There really shouldn't be much killing in between now and then. And she looks at Ewan for a second. She goes, unless that little creature following you is a threat to us somehow.
I have a name.
No, not you.
That's a body.
And your name is Potty.
The fuck's it to you?
You know what? That's fair.
Also,
I
Ewan's
like
turning around confused.
Ewan, you see the same little lizard that you fed bread to poking his head into the
Goblin.
room.
I'll let you. We can play the
That's so funny. What's it look like? Is it like
Describe
what
it.
are its mannerisms? I mean,
Describe it.
okay.
Or take a second to think about it, and I can finish what Cam would be saying.
Green pointy ears.
Okay, you guys go ahead.
Okay. So, Kem goes, so if that little thing isn't much of a threat, then so long as you don't die of alcohol poisoning tonight, I don't think there's going to be any threats against your life. Your, can we call him a god? Is
No.
outside flirting with everything that walks by, and other than that, your establishment is well guarded, so I think you should be fine.
Then I suppose you will be in contact with us whenever it's time for that.
Tomorrow. Be in your rooms. I'll meet you there. Because,
What time tomorrow?
just be in your rooms. I'll know.
All day?
You're going to have a meeting tomorrow morning, so I'll be in after that.
We'll do our best.
I damn sure hope so. Because I damn sure can't take on a Triton myself. She kind of walks over to the window and she just pushes open the window and she goes, "Have a fun walk back." And she puts her foot up on the ledge of the window and looks back at you all and puts her hood up and jumps out the window silently.
Very
Show
mysterious.
off.
She's stealing my thing.
Significantly less explosions on this one.
Yeah.
I have the image.
Dragon. Or lizard.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah, Gemini, remove the wings. That's a lizard.
Nah, that's just.
Can't help but notice you made him green with pointy ears.
What's
Just
that
potty with
about?
extra steps.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're a very similar shape.
Potty with his long goblin tail.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's got like a mix of like green, blue, and purple scales.
Noise.
And so
but
he kind of
I
like
would-
tests the water,
Sorry,
just
go
like walks over to you like slowly, like step by step, just slowly like casing the room, seeing what everyone's about to do, and then he just kind of like gets close to your foot and just kind of like settles down.
I think that would like take me back to the moment with the bread in him, and I would like associate it with like that nice moment, and I think like Yoon would like look down and be like, "Aw," like kind of heartwarmed, and be like, okay," and like kind of lean down and like maybe start petting it.
Is this your friend, Ewan?
I just met him.
Well, I've referred to all of you as friends.
They're friendly. So far, I kind of like it. I'm just like kind of petting it more.
I'm sure Griff will have no issues with bringing a pet. If you want.
Given the fact that Valor actively chased rats and killed them in the bar, I believe you are correct.
Yeah, true. I'd look down at the lizard thing and be like, "Do you want to tag along?"
He's just kind of sitting there. Nothing crazy.
Okay, I just keep petting it.
Just kind of like leaning into the pet, like putting some weight on your leg. Like it's a dense little creature. And we're gonna call it there, as Kem jumps out the window and this little lizard kind of comes and cuddles up next to Ewan. The group is now somewhat involved in a little bit of something more sinister than just information retrieval.
Corporate espionage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
there's
stealing pets from the wild.
Yeah, there's some. You're starting to see the cracks in the ever touted perfection of Corbaldor, and noticing that there's more nefarious things going on here.
Sure.
So we'll end it in the room, or as you guys exit, and Jeremiah is like, "All right, I have struck out with 9 ladies. We're going back to get you guys home. So,
You could try for a
Okay.
10th.
are you trying to be 10?
No.
Then we're leaving it at 9. Because if I hit 10, I'm drinking
Perfect
until I
score.
don't have legs. So yeah, let's get you guys home. If anyone asks, you talked me into this and forced me to go.
But like, persuaded you, right? Like, not like with a weapon.
Persuade.
I encouraged this.
Jeremiah like looks at Oswald and goes, "No, took." And Jeremiah will begin walking you all back towards the Cinnabar, where you guys have rooms. And we will call the session there. Well done, guys. Nice job. Bravo.
GG.
Nice.
Remember when Ryan became Via? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
part?
that was.
Was it? I got completely into character. I could actually
was pretty
see
good.
the world in front of me.